looks like we are already. Are we getting a fourth spectator in?
I think we're good. Spectating unless Bepis gets in here last second.
There we go. It's on. So we are here. We've made it to the grand final, live from Circus Maximus Discord. Hanging out with Boltsy and Bepis here. It's the grand finals.
Hello, hello. Looks like they're saying L host. I'm curious to see if raiding the fridge is banning both electricity operators, because that has been the method in Pro League as of recently on Night Haven.
Especially, yes.
But it seems like they're gonna opt to ban a zombie. That is zombie Raptors hold. Very oppressive.
Very oppressive. Hold. The Mira Raptors hold. So yeah. Of course,
well, they do ban Thatcher, but we do have the knowledge that Patrick does love running Chally. So that will have some play into it, but with this logic, we could have, some holds upstairs, making sure that, the walls stay closed. With Chally Wit It still having both electricity operators. So that'll definitely, I feel like, have a big influence on how raiding the fridge can attack.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, I've got Vito here on the Cade, so he will be doing just that. And it might be tricky for Patrick. Wizard on Chally, he might be, but claws aren't fine.
Absolutely, and if you put both of them in the right spot on ID wall, you actually cannot get them with Chally. So it'll be interesting to see if Vito uses both of his gadgets there. I'm just sure that.
Both right there.
And it looks like he will be doing that.
Quite hidden, yeah. Patrick might be able to find one of them, but
might be
looking through.
It
the
might
operators.
also just not be possible.
It may not be, but we have Coco on the newly buffed Zoph here. Definitely.
Loading new magazine.
Potentially help out with that Cade Gloss search.
It looks like both teams just kind of opting for a default hold as of right now. No spawn peaks or any aggressors like that. Looks like 4 out of 5 operators, kind of all 5 operators on the second floor for Chally Wit It. So
yeah.
Opting for kind of more of a safe defense on the first line, but looks like they're not actually gonna get the wall with Chally, but
looks like Chally's tried, and Thermite really wants to open a big hole, but
Coco using all 3 impacts with Zofia and is unsuccessful on getting the wall open, so they're gonna have to rotate to somewhere else because they have no other option. Bridge does, however, get the con outside wall.
Swapping!
So that'll be something to worry about, but they cannot get IT involved right now.
Say more to
A huge factor on the second floor.
So that should definitely telegraph what we're seeing here as the attackers are swinging around to connector side. And surely
it looks like
getting Chally Wit It will be prepared.
Looks like Patrick and Trout are actually starting to get into a battle here, but Lucky also interacting as well. I don't know if they're just trying to waste time on Patrick here, but it seems like they backed off enough.
I think they know well enough not to tease the Chally too much. Although the same can be said about the Aruni.
Absolutely, those DMRs are very impressive, especially the TCSG, a 2-shot to pretty much any operator. If they're both body shots here, but it looks like they're flipping to a connector take, but both walls or head holes are closed.
We have 4 raiding the fridge members stacked up here in connector and E-box.
Like,
bomb located by attackers.
Pillar walls open.
Lucky gets the first pick of the round.
Picks up Jake as there's the Aruni, the Aruni on the Dokbi.
Banjo Man. Vitro does get down. We do have Banjo Man going for the flank, but Bridge is holding that. I don't know if they know. Coco Pebbles does pick off Lucky. Chubsy does get the refrag, but just downed and gets traded out.
There are they.
Man gonna have to be very careful. Bridge still holding the flank here. And Bridge takes him out.
Yeah, kept the hold.
Down to a 1v3 with Dom. Was a 1v4, but now he gets down to 1v3.
Dom clutches. Yep, there's one. He has 2 to go.
especially with Coco being one shot.
Here we go. Huge planting. Coco on the cover.
Has to stick this. Dom has to push it here.
Yep,
He's got 2
bomb
bullets.
has been planted.
And Dominator does not get the kill.
Round.
So a round that I thought definitely could have gone to Chally with it does actually in fact go to raiding the fridge. So
Yeah.
good on raiding the fridge, staying cool when the time is low, and you know.
Holding the flanks. Yeah. No, even the newly buffed Jaeger 3-speed with less recoil couldn't quite push Dom over the edge there.
Joe, have you tried the new Jaeger gun, or the new recoil? I would say.
I have. I don't know if I've noticed much, but it's. I think I've noticed the 3-speed aspect. That's been good.
Oh yeah. In my opinion, that gun is a lot more manageable. Feels.
Attackers
Maybe like
need to
lazy.
locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah.
It looks like Chally with it is opting to run it back
Yeah,
here. And
running it back. Yes, indeed.
ADS deployed and ready to go. Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, last round they did a great job of holding the wall, keeping IT closed, but despite limiting half of the attack routes, Chally with it just couldn't quite hold sight in the end.
a little
10
unfortunate
seconds
there.
left.
I felt like maybe they just over-aggressed a little. They had all the
5
map
seconds
control that
remaining.
I think they needed, but still allowed Raiding the Fridge to
Attackers
take
are heading
control
out
of
to
the
defuse a bomb.
They lost those numbers, and it looks like Lucky is going to go, not for spawn peaks, but just going to go for some barb placement outside.
Desiccate deployed. Surrogate deployed.
Here we have Fridge again on the ace. I'm sure you'll see him play that anytime he's not banned.
And it looks like we have Lucky
Setting up a breaching sequence.
challenging Patrick, does get the first pick again.
It's good night to Mr. No Sleep.
We do have a Twitch, that is one Twitch from Dawn here, and then all 3 impacts used to levels.
Swapping
It's
back!
looking a little rough though, they're not going to be able to get that all open. Patrick swapping off the alley, they're going to have no way to get open on wall either. He already reinforcing those head holes, putting another bandit there. They're looking a little rougher for Raiding the Fridge this time.
Yeah,
They're gonna
sight
have
is
to
locked
do
up.
that. Like that they also have Dominator on the cams here. We have Patrick watching those cams. It's
Yeah,
great effort from both teams so far.
yeah, Jake has his droning sight with Twitch. Calling out info.
It does use his nitro, doesn't get any takes of damage, even blows up the pipe there, but teams in Fridge are not going to have any option to
The attacker's bomb
get the
diffuser
wall
has
up
been
in.
dropped.
Chubsy does get a pick, gets 2 picks,
Attackers have
and
recovered
he gets
their
out of
diffuser.
E-box there. Gonna have to chow wounds.
Yeah, wounds will be the next one up to Chow. Chally with it.
Reload! Launching drone.
Up
Jake.
with the big attacks there. It looks like or someone. Jacuz took a decent amount of damage there. I'm not sure what it was from.
Lucky was below with Aruni, and looks like Lucky's going for the flank here down Meeting Hall.
Looks like it is going to be a 5v2 right now, so
Attackers
Jacuz
have
at
dropped
1
the bomb
HP and
diffuser.
wounds gets
5v1.
taken out by Vitro. It's down to a 5-1.
We have Jacuz on Twitch, looking to Chally, all the Chally with it. Yeah, does he recognize the flank? No. And he's not just lucky. He got the 5th kill there.
That is indeed a flawless round for Chally. So
Yeah.
bouncing back from that first round loss, there might be a sense of urgency here to win this map quickly, especially since it is your map pick. You want to make sure that the map that you want to take these opponents to is a map that you take home.
Oh, absolutely. You want to do your best to secure your own map. And that'll just make everything easier in the long run.
And that 1-0 lead is we've seen a lot of teams this Yeah, we've seen teams choke the 1-0 map lead, but it still
Attackers
can
need
be
to
a
locate
mental
and
advantage
defuse as many bombs as they can.
for your opponents. And it looks like they are gonna be basement for.
Yeah, but for the last ban of the half, we'll see what basement looks like.
Deploy razor wire.
Lucky again on Rooney, Vitro on the Cade. Benjamin himself
I mean-
on Bandit. Yeah, they're all keeping consistent roles across the board.
Yeah, and Lucky is being a DMR crutch. I'm allowed to say that. I've queued enough ranked games with him
Oh yeah.
to say that, but he is roaming with the Rooney, which is a little interesting, given that Rooney's a 3 hiding behind desks. Command center? I think that's the right name.
Unsuccessful
That's
Chally work here as Lee is tricking the wall.
Absolutely, and they might have. Looks like they are trying to get these walls open. That Thatcher ban proving to be a very impressive thing here, but Lucky might know. Looks like they are trying to push out Lucky here, but
And it looks like
Staying
Ravenford
alive
just
and-
giving up on the walls.
staying alive and giving that pressure is the most important part for Lucky here.
Yeah. I think Lucky will have more work cut out for him as the rest of Raven will finish audible and try to find a different path to get in sight. Looks like they're all taking
Absolutely,
second
we
floor.
And in Vitro with the first pick on Coco Pebbles, that is one of their vert operators. Lucky with another pick on Jacob. They lost
Jacobs,
both
yeah.
their vert operators here. A very critical part of capturing that second, or the basement site.
Yeah.
Successful attack. Take it away from them.
Well, this be a desperate situation for raiding the fridge as, yeah, like you said, no vert, and they have hard breachers who can't breach anything right now.
Yeah, the alley proving to be unsuccessful here against these Cade placements and the bandit tricking. So I like Lee, on this little rat spot here. Fridge does get a pick on Vitro here, but
You'll coming rat
rat
spot,
spot
yeah.
above the vending machine.
Oh, they're going fridge.
People don't
took-
check this corner.
Yeah. And fridge might just face that corner here shortly. No.
Looks like Patrick is looking down on the purples. The few ones that have been taken by Coco and Jacuz before they were killed, but
Yeah.
a 4v3 with 50 seconds left.
Wow.
You still got the denial on the walls.
And I'm really confused though. Oh, yep. There's that rat spot coming in handy. As Lee just
does
downs Fridge and runs away. Love it. But I noticed earlier, Fridge
I really
shot
like
off
that.
the bandits, and it didn't seem like wounds got the wall.
Well, with the time remaining, there's no option. Even if you get the wall,
Reload!
He was physically down there at the time when Fridge shot.
Look at Banjo batting again. Fridge does check the corner, tags it, but doesn't shoot. Will it be Patrick?
Patrick gets
Upstairs
cleaned up at the
again.
end.
Chally Wit It. One pick. I really like that play by Lee to just get the down. Know you've got damage on him, but don't over aggress there.
Yeah, don't get thirsty.
Your job as your job is to waste the time as the roamer, and picks are nice, but the main objective there is to just waste the time and force them to clear you out slower than they want to.
Absolutely, yeah. And he may not have known if he got the down or not, but he definitely knew he wasted enough time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that round again because there was a Rooney Gates on the double breach. Maybe there was a Cade Claw there as well, and that would have explained why, after shooting the batteries, they still didn't get the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It looks like they are running a two-storage warehouse here, which I'm very excited to see from Chally Wit It. They've said that this is their best site on this map.
Yeah, they love to showcase it, and they do a really good job too. You might see something similar happen in pro play.
I will say this is a great site to hold. I think it's one of the best in the game. The issue with it is that you have to have it in 5. So seeing it in rank is, unless you're in a 5 stack, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Device set.
Yeah, you'll have Warden running out of garage or something like that.
Place device.
Oh yeah, he'll spawn peek from somewhere and get first pick.
Set device.
All right, so what do we have here? Oh, we got the fuse. I love seeing a fuse. Jake has on the snake there. Break some intel, and Coco on the sledge. So, yeah, lots of vert, lots of vert.
Ooh, and I didn't even realize that the second set of bans had come through. So they did get rid of Cade here, and they also get rid of the ace.
Swapping mags.
It's like Coco, very good heads up play there to make the
Yeah,
the holes. The wounds is very important here. They only have the cans from Patrick. They have 2 of them. Looks like Lucky does get tagged a little bit by the snake of J-Ka. Lucky getting ready for a fight with J-Ka here. Could swing and turns on J-Ka, assisted by Vitro to get that kill there. Raiding the Fridge in trouble here. Lucky 5-1, Vitro 4-2. Lucky does get downed by Fridge here. Fridge does get traded out by Banjo Man. Good refrag practicing from from Chally Wit It, but Fridge could get this down to a 3v2. Lucky is downed. He is in a resable spot here, but seeing as Patrick and Coco are just kind of backed off a little bit, the opportunity to res Lucky is there, but it looks to me like Chally Wit It is just going to play it safe on that 3v2. They have the numbers, and there's 50 seconds left on site, so just relax a little bit.
yeah,
you know,
the number
Attacker's
advantage.
objective
Yeah.
is to defuse a bomb.
All the way down to storage. Does get a pick on Shubsy here. It is down to essentially a 2v2 with Lucky chance of getting revived there. Banjo Man does tag Patrick a little bit. Dominator also deals some damage. I'm not sure if they know they're in a 2v2 here.
They may not. No.
Placing cluster charge.
There's
Definitely
a final
know
kill.
now.
2v2.
Is the ghost of
15 seconds remaining.
15 seconds to go.
Man going for the late flank here. They do have to swing Dom with a huge shotgun on the way.
Yep.
Like D is going to provide that pressure. Banjo Man gets tagged here, but
Coco's got the case and he's planting. Patrick covering. Pistol out. Oh, and Banjo
does
Man
get the damage.
snipes
Can Coco
him.
get it off?
Wow.
And Banjo Man clutches
With the
up the 2v1 with a triple kill. 3-1. Chally Wit It.
Great patience from Captain Lee. Wonderful.
And a
clutch.
great effort from Raiding the Fridge.
Yeah, last second plant. Good coverage from Patrick. It's just with that pistol, you ran out of AK bullets.
Unfortunate.
It happens. Just like my disconnect there, but I'm flawlessly back, it would seem.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
I'm excited to
by
see how
attackers.
Chally Wit It will play second floor, assuming they're going back up there. Seems that they are. Now that they have the bandit, and only the bandit, how are they going to stop Coco Pebbles from, doing the Zofa doof doof, as I like to call it, getting those electricities on?
Set the razor
Definitely be a
Doof doof.
different play.
Deploying ADS.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier without Cade Claws in the way.
Well, now I have to call it the doof doof doof. You got 3 impacts now.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion.
Cover me, reloading.
And the chat going crazy for
Attackers
Banjo
must
Man.
locate and defuse
Very happy
the
to see
bomb.
that.
Raise
I
up
was
your
supposed to go into their round, or their cons this round, but I will do that
barrier in place.
next round. I did that.
For the final defense.
Absolutely.
Laser gate deployed.
It looks like Bridge is opting to go gridlock here. This is the first, I think the first roam prevention or flank watch operator that they have picked. So
Detonating.
seems like they are trying to power Banjo Man to get him off these.
There's a doof doof doof. And
Yeah,
wounds.
there's the doof doof doof. Coco Pebbles watching him.
Device position.
Vitro's there
They're
to
gonna have to
freeze the
get
wall.
IQ.
Hopefully some more time.
Activated.
While Lee just works on pillar here, keeping it electrified.
I do like Lucky just
Cover me.
going into this holding
Reloading.
a pixel on wounds potentially challenging him, but it's like Jay, Cuz, and Fridge pushing into con now.
Yeah,
Are
some
taking back here.
more time gets wasted here at IT, and looks like, yeah, Benjamin's back with another
Laser gate
battery.
in position.
Is this gonna stop it altogether? Yeah. This is old-fashioned
still-
siege here, kind of at its finest.
Dominator. Kicked by Jacobs here. And swing into this. Let's get tagged by Vitro a little bit here.
Furious
IT wall open.
Right side.
Looks like Lucky's
Moon's
getting
getting con
concussed.
wall.
Chubsy.
Oh my goodness. Chubsy.
Double again.
Chubsy again. Chally with it. Takes 2 down.
But
Benjamin
Wounds
gets taken up
has
by
a double
Wounds,
of his
though.
own, yeah.
3v2.
Crazy.
Patrick does take out Vitro. It's
Looks
all
like the last
left to
man is
Lucky.
not just getting called. Full health. So, well, but Lucky's opting to reject the call. Behind pillar and
Phone,
Coco
but
with
gets
the
taken
finish.
out by.
There we go. It's round 5 in the books, and raiding the fridge could even it up here at the half. As Chally with it lead 3-2.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to join the comms.
And I'll put a live right now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, so the final round of the half. Banjo Man's doing his thing. He's going to be holding IT wall here as they defend second floor. This will be the 4th time
Device activated.
as
Wall reinforced. Device positioned.
we lost the first and the 3rd attempt here defending second floor.
Prone razor shell.
Dominator on his Goyo. Often seen play that in the ranked.
Razor bloom out.
And Chubsy on Thorn again and again, getting a couple 2Ks here on this side. Alright, so we'll follow Wounds here. Looks like the raiding the fridge have brought the same lineup as last time. Coco should help Wounds get the wall open there. Beatrode on Solus below, taking a bit of damage. Looking to
Deploying shock.
cause a problem down below, but
Loading mag.
I think everybody will move on from the storage window as raiding the fridge try to get the wall open. Alright, so they threw a lot of EMPs at it, but as you can see here, Two Brows keeping it frozen and Banjo Man's keeping it electrified. They've been very effective at that during this opening half. And as we've seen time and time again, raiding the fridge are rotating to connector half.
Time to make a new door.
Chubsy is the first one picked off.
Careful.
As
No
Mr.
phones
Fridge
going class.
scores a headshot.
Device placed.
Yeah, once again, yeah, we have Lucky on the two brother, just delaying lots of time, making it very difficult to open up these walls. But yeah, wounds on the buffed thermite there. We'll give it one last shot. No, he's going to save his last exothermic. Yeah, Coco just got picked off.
Charge. Stay clear. Payload on target.
We're just standing here dead 4v4. Oh, Benjamin gets downed.
Swapping mags. Throwing out
Picks up
charge.
Fridge. Beetroot is below, playing for the, I guess, the post.
A
or
bomb has
prevent the
been
play.
located.
Okay, wounds down to just a sliver of health. Wow, the third
Attackers dropped the bomb.
take him out, but the nitro did.
Second
Incredible.
countdown on.
Alright, so we're down to, wow, just a 2v1. Got J-Cuz and Patrick wondering what's going on, I'm sure. Trying to figure it out. Surely they know Beetroot's
Let's
below.
take a look at that network.
They're calling him, so. Yeah, and Beetroot's down to a sliver of health himself. J-Cuz planting. Yeah, definitely worried about the solos for sure. Patrick's covering. And Jacob gets the last kill. Finishing round and the half. Awesome. We are at a 3-3 first half at the first map of the grand finals.
A little tense, I will say.
There's lots of bodies laying down, but not out.
Yeah. It was very intense. I think you know, they had a good strategy, just the execution was a little off there. But you know, a little unfortunate. A great backstab from J-Cut to kind of secure that round for them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And a great delay on the side of getting Chally with it there, but yeah. So exciting.
Chally
half.
with it, opting to. Yeah, very exciting half. You know, 3-3. This is exactly what I want. I want it to be very back and forth. And, you know, Chally with it with their bans, they're opting to get rid of both electricity operators. You know, it looks like Wounds and Patrick are going for the mute tube combo. Doesn't work as well.
Attackers need to locate and
Especially once
defuse
you
as
get
many
the
bombs as they can.
Mermites or the aces off. It's only just up to stop that.
Oh, reinforcements
No,
nearly
I'm
done.
not seeing a mirror for the mirror tricking, which is
Stop worrying about grenades
very
now.
challenging, difficult to do. But
Wall secured.
We do
And
see
both the
Tokyo.
Mira and the Zombie were not banned, but Fate of the Fridge opting to not choose either operator.
Initiating jammer.
Definitely a choice. I think you know, could be good.
one or at least one, yeah.
Planting toxin.
But
Jammer
I
ready to
would,
activate.
yeah, I would recommend at least one. But
10
you know,
seconds remaining.
they're in the grand finals. My team's not, so you know, they might know something I don't.
5 seconds
Yeah, they're even
left.
deadlocked here at the half, and they have a chance to take the defense here into a regulation win.
Attackers are heading out to defuse
Yeah,
a bomb.
absolutely. And
Deploying
on
ADS.
Chally with its map, they said before the game started they were happy about getting defense first. So you have to imagine they must, if they were that confident in their defense, they must feel feeling a little disappointed. The 3-3 draw.
It was a hard fought half by both teams.
Absolutely. And you know, one thing I noted that Lucky is one of their best players, one of their best gunners on their team. He did start to slow down. He started 5-1, was very hot, and you know, now he's 6-4. So starting to cool down a little bit from the warm-ups that you know, they may or may not have had.
Yeah.
Could be an issue for this team later on, or maybe he's just getting unlucky. And,
Yeah. And he just can't update his name quickly enough in UB Connect to reflect that. But yeah, it's possible that Radiant Fridge have picked up on
Setting C4.
that he's not just lucky, and have zeroed in and focused more on him as well. on the operation.
And Cocoa Pebbles does get like a half HP. Looks like they are trying to push out Coco here, but
Yeah, Coco's just wasting time. His Valkyrie below. Surprisingly,
Answering that
not
phone
on
on
his
Raptors.
alibi. Yeah.
I was a little surprised that we didn't see an alibi target ban. Coco's had a very impactful game, but Coco, as we say that, does get picked off from IT.
We've got the upside down repelling Dokkaebi here. looking for more picks.
And about a minute left, or half the time remaining in the round here. You have that first pick off. Looks like Chubsy does spot wounds there. Benjamin in a perfect spot to backstab, but just not there yet. And Chubsy at 1 HP there has to be very careful. Dominator.
Jayka's Chally in the IT door.
Swinging Jayka's here. Wounds is very low here. Benjamin set up in the perfect position to backstab him here. If they can kill him, they're in the perfect position to take control of site. And Wounds gets taken out by Dominator. They have full control of A. Can they get Dominator to that side to plant though?
Yeah, he's definitely hearing the call and making himself present.
Bridge down to a 5v1. Gets overpowered. Benjamin stealing Chubsy's kill. Another flawless round from Chally Wit It.
That's the second one. And I love it there. It's a 5v1 and Dom's, doing what a good support player does and looking to find a good spot to plant.
Absolutely, and a great job from Chally Wit It. They, some teams can play very fast, very effectively. I don't doubt that Chally Wit It could be effective there, but kind of playing that slower pace. They only get that first pick halfway through the round, but after that, kind of just snowballed, kind of playing that constrictive offense, and just kind of, forcing your opponents to anchor back into sight, and then realizing, hey, we can get these angles open. They have no electricity. We can just kind of force them to be in these spots and then just swing them. Get Chally Wit It.
Absolutely. They got Chally Wit It and they took down all challengers.
Now you see me, now you don't. Swapping mags. Secure the floor.
Formal warning.
Enjoy the view.
Alright, so Jayka's roaming around on Vigil here, taking up lots of
Activating
space.
camera.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse
So
it.
Jayka's will be the only one roaming right now. Everybody else is, well, except for maybe Coco.
Coco is a very, very good roamer. That's his spot that he's found, on defense. That's where he found a lot of success early on in this tournament. And, I think he was, 30-9 throughout the first two group stage games. So he's cooled off a little since then, but roaming is his specialty, and he's very successful at it. And also, 30 seconds into the round, Chally Wit It already has the main wall open here, showing how impressive.
We also have Lucky and Benjamin himself hanging out in IT there. Jayka's nearby, looking to...
He is roaring off. Does have impacts though, so he
He's
can use that.
gonna need another one of this additional roll. Yeah,
Makes the rotate, but does he know that he can use the impacts on the Walrus?
Maybe, yes, saving for a special occasion. See Chally's. Who was that? Was that Lee hiding behind? He got flashed out.
Banjo surviving the flank attack here, but
Jayka's
does get put in the
presses. Coco's up there with him now. We have a 2v2 up on second floor.
Is very low here, but does actually just survive them. And Coco does not have a knife remaining, so there's no way for them to get access to IT without shooting it. And look at Chubsy, he's planting the diffuser while the other two are attacking.
Yeah, all this action above. Two low health attacks on site.
Vitro with a one-shot on wounds.
Yeah.
Bridge is low, and the other two are roaming. It's 5v3. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
Need to reload!
Yeah, Coco's arriving back on site.
And Vitro with a triple kill. He's on for the ace here. Vitro on for the ace, but Lucky stealing the ace from Vitro. Another flawless round from Chally Wit It.
Lucky mops up the Coco Pebbles for the victory.
That is 2 offensive rounds from Chally Wit It and 2 flawless rounds. So, given their offensive success, Joe, maybe they were happy with the 3v3 or 3-3 split on defense, given their how impressive they've been on offense.
No, they had very good strategy going down there with I like how they used the Aurora above there to protect Buck while he was pestering the breach, and then it all worked perfectly. They got the breach open, got the plant down, had 2 defenders distracted above.
Yeah,
Attackers need to locate.
I'm gonna
and
be honest.
defuse
I've
bombs.
never seen that strat with Aurora. Getting those 2 doors to just give the Buck free reign on IT. So you know, props to them for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, they've been using Aurora really creatively, and I think we need a 5-stack for that too. You know, just like defending the storage site.
I do think Aurora is one of those operators that is kind of like Denari in the way that you know, the longer she's gonna be out, the more you can realize, hey, she's actually really good in this like very specific situation. We could prep for that, like, you know, we saw on IT. So you know, I'm very happy to see this an operator with a lot of creativity, potential is
And
getting her shot.
Creative people, yeah, taking her out for a spin like that. Because you know we're gonna try to steal that in the future if we have the opportunity.
Oh,
Alright, so we have a similar lineup here. We have Lee again on the Buck, Dominator on the Ace, Chubsy on the Shield, yep, Vitro, and Lucky on the Grim. I remember facing Lucky playing Grim earlier in the round robin. I did not enjoy that.
Setting up a breaching sequence.
it is definitely a different beast, I would say, on the Grim. That is, I would say, his comfort pick, and one that he's extremely powerful on.
Absolutely, yeah. I love this.
I'm a little.
You go ahead.
I'm a little surprised here to see that Coco does get peppered up here. He's 1 HP now. Attacked by Vitro, and Lucky to get the pick on that Grim against Coco here in a
the
moment.
afterlife. It's on
Loading
games.
new mag.
Absolutely, and he is on those games, so you know, good on Coco for, you know, being a team player here, even when you get first picked. You know, and Chubsy here gonna have to take out that goo mine. Does take minimal damage here. Again, Chally with it, getting that first pick and kind of just chillaxing after that, trying to make sure they have the
Yeah, but
you know,
we have a Jayka's
map
flanking and
Jayka is
missing.
flanking and down.
Oh, down Benjamin. Does he know he has?
He might not know.
Yeah, he's got a lot
But,
to deal with
Lucky-
there. Dokubi's calling him. Yeah.
Could be here to res him.
Oh yeah.
Going for the flank, but Benjamin does get res by Lucky here. It is a 5v4 though, but man, 1 HP, as good as dead, cannot be resed anymore.
No. No, Jayka's down first floor, so. Benjamin joins in.
Just does get pinged by the bees. They know a lot of them are on A now. Have to have that intel. Angel Man making the vert there, making them uncomfortable. Angel Man does get picked off by Patrick here. 4v4 here. Nitro does get the pick on wounds. That's a Maestro can's gone.
Yeah, so flank now from Maestro. Jayka's
Does get the pick.
looks for second.
Lucky with the triple.
Yeah. And set all down a nuclear fridge. It's got a great answer and a phone to answer. So,
Shoot the Goyles, but Dom needs to get this plant down and not get picked by.
Lucy slows him down, but bomb will be going down. There we go.
Goyo's actually
1v3
using a
first
hurt.
plant. And now it's disadvantage.
Has to push through it, and Vitro pick again.
Attacks in a row.
Chally with it on match point.
It's a 4 now.
When raiding the fridge, taking their time out here. I'd like to ask Joe, what are your takeaways from what you've seen so far?
What I'm seeing here is a really coordinated and oppressive attack on the side of Chally with it. Raiding the fridge, they've got the elements there. They've got some flankers and some roaming, but it looks like maybe they're a little hesitant or afraid. Maybe it's big game pressure. Or maybe Chally with it is just too coordinated. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Chally with it. You know, they recognize that Coco and you know, Fridge, J-Cuz, Wounds, they're all very aggressive players. They like getting those picks, they like making the plays, and that does work a lot of the time. But what I'm seeing from Chally with it on offense here is kind of playing a bait and switch offense where they're kind of just I wouldn't say baiting, because you know nobody likes a baiter, but they are kind of playing a little more passive here, holding these cuts, and you know, finding where that roamer is and isolating them. And then once they get that first pick, they're kind of able to just say, "Hey, we're 5v4. We can kind of, you know,
Open
take
up
the
more
map space
opportunities.
that we want to."
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's very well said, Bepis. Yeah. Yeah, like as we saw with raiding the fridge on attack, they seem to only have one avenue to succeed in, and they succeeded half the time. But it looks like Chally with it is kind of flowing with
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
where
many
their
bombs
success
as they
lies
can.
and really adapting.
Absolutely. And I will say, raiding the fridge it's very impressive how, you know, when they do that one when they do execute on those pushes, you know, we saw second floor where they just kind of funneled through connector side. It worked. I mean, they were able to get the picks that they needed to take the space. You know, Chally with it using their gadgets and operators a little bit more to take space on offense versus raiding the fridge kind of relying on frags. Not that there's anything wrong with relying on frags, but
Sometimes,
you know, obviously they.
Sometimes
But when you're not fragging, you're in trouble.
Absolutely.
It's like Wounds is going for a thorn trap here.
Oh.
I love this play.
Oh,
Beetroot though,
Wounds pays the price.
taking out Wounds. I think maybe he got stuck a little bit on the rotate there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Trades
that's
the
why
body
you have to
for-
bring that German shotgun when you're playing Thorn.
Absolutely. I think she did, but she just didn't escape in time or messed up the rotate. I do like Coco here on the Tachanka. I think a slightly underrated option. Very situational. Feels extremely
Ooh, that's risky. Beetroot gets another on that animus wall.
punishing Coco Pebbles here. He's 14 and 5, having a game. Now the defenders having access to.
Shot me!
I do like the solo play of Dangerman being the only one getting that vert. He might know about J-Cuz here. Does get taken out by Patrick though.
Patrick, was that through all the vert? Wow.
Goes through the vert, and looks like we have Lucky on IT. He's kind of doing that same play.
Downs. Lucky.
I think, yeah, J-Cuz down. And it looks like
Sacrificing his phone.
Shabzi downs Fridge. They realize that they have control of site here.
So
J-Cuz having to
isn't
sprint down back to
a
site.
1v4, but it's actually a 1v2.
Yeah, and he can't be called by the Doke. You know, Beetroot is downed anyways, but, you know, he's already tanked that Doke call here.
Wow.
He does get the plant off. This is going to be difficult for J-Cuz having to
One of the down
1v2 a
players.
shield.
Yeah, you see the shield. in the tank.
Trying to extend this match longer.
And
Otherwise-
Dom's just hanging out. Letting
Like
Chubsy
Chubs.
do the work. Yeah. Wasting
Getting
time.
aggressive. I like that he's playing passive here. He's, you know, does end up freezing J-Cuz here, but J-Cuz tucking up.
Surviving
Chubsy
with one flash.
has to get on that diffuser. And Chubsy just playing with him at this point.
And Dom was just watching from the corner.
And he gets the kill at the end!
And that will be map 1. Getting
Map
Chally.
1-7. Chally with it. I would like to note, Chally with it's playing, I think, very reserved siege here. We've gotten first picks every single round, except for 2. Raiding the Fridge does have a 100% conversion rate when it comes to getting that pick, but their issue is they're playing a lot of rounds, almost every round other than 2.
Yeah.
You know, in a 4v5 essentially.
Absolutely. And have you seen that many downed players in a match like that?
Yeah,
There's, like
I-
3 or 4
I don't
downs
think I have,
every round.
honestly. Yeah, it felt like every time that there was a clutch situation to come, raiding the fridge is like in a 2v4 or something like that, but it's like actually just a 2v2 because they've got half the team downed. I don't think I've ever seen a match where there's been so many clutch situations from raiding the fridge, but just like they either know they have the numbers or like are about even numbers. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him that too. With how does that play in your mind? Do you know you have the downs? You know.
it's kind of hard to say sometimes because I would say personally, you have the downs, but I think you still treat it a little bit like it actually is a 2v4 or whatever example we're using.
Yeah, 'cause they can be rezzed and quite available, and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And in this format
and-
too, it doesn't flash on your screen 1v4, 1v2, all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and it also doesn't tell you when you get it down like old Siege used to give you that 50
Oh,
points.
Remember that? Yeah. That was
Yeah,
so
but I
exciting.
mean, obviously in that instance when you have lucky downed IT, but the rest of the three are up there, it's a 1v3, but still
Still tough
definitely,
situation versus a blitz.
absolutely. And I was a little surprised to see that Chally Wit It was going to win 7-3. They didn't drop a single round on attack here.
No one.
So I think they have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have. Defense, or they have defense first.
Maybe defense first again here on Fortress for map 2. So, how do you expect things to play out on map 2 here, Bepis?
I got to be honest. I need to see. I think the keys to the game. I'll do that. I remember I watched a lot of basketball, and they would always do that before a match. I think the keys to the game for raiding the fridge here is aggression without throwing bodies on defense. Where they're still playing aggressive, but maybe a little more reserved, where they don't full swing stuff. They kind of just pepper some shots in the general direction, but then eventually giving up that space and not playing your life there. I want to see that from raiding the fridge on defense. But in terms of Chally With It, I think there were definitely winnable rounds for both teams on both sides, but I think for defense on Chally With It, offense no notes for Chally With It, but for defense, kind of their key to success I think could be maybe playing a little more time waste ops. A lot of raiding the fridge's attacks went to those like final 30 seconds where they had to kind of like not rush and execute, but they had to force that execute. Not when necessarily they're comfortable and ready to do it, but the time forces them to.
And then
So
more
maybe
mistakes
running
can
some
happen
time
there. Yeah.
solid. Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I think for raiding the fridge also, I think I only saw it once, and it was extremely successful. J-Cuz on the Twitch, kind of that backstab. So I want to see more backstabbing from raiding the fridge. I think, especially on a map like Fortress, where a lot of sites have multiple points of entry. I think a little bit more than Night Haven. I want to see more backstabs from them. I think that could help them win an extra round or two.
Yeah, maybe a little more coordinated, like rather than a solo, maybe a duo backstabbing.
Absolutely,
They seem to have that going well on the roam on defense. So can they apply that to their attacks?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited to see Fortress. I don't believe, unless I am mistaken, I don't believe Chally With It has a map on Fortress or has any experience on the last two maps in this season. So they've played. I know a handful of their players have played in scrims on the maps. but they have not in Circus Pro League at least
Absolutely.
had an actual match on this map. So
Oh,
curious to
that's a
see
good
if
point.
that has any effect.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the Pro League, yeah, we could view Chally Wit It as a really good Night Haven squad. We've seen them play and succeed there a number of times, but yeah,
They love their Night Haven.
absolutely. Me too.
That's usually the pick that they do. They I think they've got what, like 3 or 4 matches on Night Haven, and then I think the other map that they have a lot of experience on is Lair, if I'm not mistaken. They've
Yeah, quite a bit.
2 matches there, 2 or
Yeah.
3, but
Yeah.
so
And I recall playing them
Chelsea?
versus or on Lair for the first time, and yeah, they had lots of good strats and tricks there as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have something in their bag of tricks for Fortress and Bank if needed.
yeah, absolutely. And from what I've seen, I think Chally Wit It has the coordination. And if Vitrode and Lucky are having the games that they were having last map, I think what was it? Vitrode was like 15-5 or something like that. They could bring this home, but I also believe in raiding the fridge. They have the gun skill there. They have good strats.
And they chose
So
Fortress
I
for a
think-
reason too.
Exactly. Yeah, they 7-1'd Whistling Kitty Cats. Very strong team. They were in the winners finals.
Yeah.
Were they took Chally Wit It to map 3, so they had a real shot at being here today.
Being here tonight, yeah. Yeah, just
So
if
7-1
only,
victory is
Yeah.
insane to me.
If only they didn't
I
tilt
think
during Fortress.
I think that was the second largest margin of victory this tournament, because I believe that Whistling Kitty Cats did beat Nitro Soul Gobbler 7-0. Yeah. Or might have been 7. I'm not entirely sure.
Yep. And I think, unfortunately, I was part of both of those drubbings, so might have to go back to Siege School.
Sorry about that, Joe. It's never fun when that happens.
it's not, no. But you know what? You learn
Alright,
a lot
but-
from your losses and mistakes as well.
Exactly. I think it's only a true loss if you don't learn anything from it.
Well said. You're a wise man there, Bepis.
Thank you. I try to be. I did take a philosophy class in college, so
Perfect. And you've retained some of it.
I got quotes for days.
Perfect. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more quotes here as we move on to map 2. We got a double hard breach
And
ban, and quite fancy how Cade has been banned here.
Yeah, I like the Mira band. She can be extremely impressive on this map.
Mhm.
We saw Dom have some success with the Vector, so hopping on the Mira, nothing that Dom is not experienced with.
Absolutely. But seeing him on the edge,
Also, you need to
locate
brings
and
back a
defuse bombs.
familiar and nostalgic memory. I've often seen him play spoilers like that.
I will say, shout out Jacobs for running Striker. I think one of the most underrated operators in Siege. We always think a little less of the secondary gadgets, but those having 2 of them is a lot of variety there. You can get a wall completely open by yourself. You can run 2 flashes, 2 nades.
Yeah.
Anything like that, can be extremely impressive.
And you might need to with burning up these ADSs and relays.
Desiccate, deployed.
I don't know what gadgets he has. There we go. We got a hard breach and EMP, so he'll be able to assist Thatcher and Habana, or do his own thing.
And it looks like Banjo Man does actually fall through the hatch on bathroom. You normally don't see that open, but looks like he's lurking early first
Yeah.
floor here.
It's a great way to
Also have-
protect central stairs too, perhaps.
Absolutely, and they have 0 presence on Old Towers here, so maybe they're a little lucky here that seems like raiding the fridge is actually going for a new tower take here. Chubsy, the first one picked by raiding the fridge. Does get
Dominator
refract,
falls.
though.
Yeah.
is still a 4v4.
Oh. And Fridge shoots a nitro that came up from below. And it looks like, yeah, Benjamin's retreating back to site now after having his nitro shot out by Fridge.
Yeah, it looks like Dominator is kind of stuck on Eagle Stairs here. He's going to have to run down, but Fridge taking that space tower.
And taken. What is he taking? There are all sorts of L mines. Yeah.
Enemy device nearby.
Banjo Man with a flank here. Does get spotted.
Yeah, drone down
He's
immediately.
got. Is that a bandit shotgun?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's correct. Banjo shotgun.
That is very interesting here.
But he can create his own opportunity to exit in a hurry if he needs to.
Do like that how Dominator has fallen back to a horse now, and Trout staying tucked here. I love this play from Trout. Kind of staying tucked here. A lot of people don't expect it. There's set on the second tower take. We do have Patrick going for the potential backstab here. This is what I wanted to see, but he's staying back.
Yeah, he's coming back, and we have 4 members of Raiding the Fridge here on the main breach, where Vitrote is holding it tight, waiting for
This is a little
to walk in.
troublesome for Raiding the Fridge here.
Especially with Benjamin's coming up the main stairs with the shotgun.
And we do have Vitrote with all 3 smoke grenades left, so
Yeah,
an issue
30
here.
seconds left in the round. They'll absolutely have to take him out.
We're gonna have this round, so. And he does. Benjamin gets 1 pick here. He does get traded out though. Vitrote.
Raiding the Fridge
Dominator
just
gets picked off as well.
looking through yellow smoke here. Vitrote holding the breach still, and he's looking poised to mop up. There's one.
Lucky taking out wounds. Vitrote taking out. Richard Vitrote takes
That's
out.
SMG.
Chally with it. Taking round 2. And the red black eyes from Vitrote with the chroma streaks. Rip.
A good sweaty round. Yeah, I'm here for the German shotgun in any context.
I mean, I think it's a very good shotgun. You know, unfortunately, sometimes I've been very inconsistent with it. One time I
Attackers need
definitely
to
got
locate and
a
defuse
little
bombs.
tilted because I shot at someone almost point blank and damn it. That was definitely made me distrust that.
Especially with, yeah, that'll make us. It should be just invincible. At that point.
Absolutely. I'm surprised to see the bandit of all operators because the MP7 is such a strong weapon.
Device set.
Yeah, the MP7.
The high fire rate.
Yep, very high fire rate with iron sights.
And it's got decent damage. It's about 30, and they put an extended barrel on it.
Any recoil. But zero people who play zero and use the gun, I don't understand that.
Yeah. I especially with the horizontal recoil buff that Zero's AR has gotten. That is a laser beam now. It's very good.
Yeah, low time to kill. So, hey,
And we do see
a shield. Raiding the Fridge using a shield.
I think this is the first time that we've seen Raiding the Fridge's team using a shield. Maybe that's a fridge door.
Could be.
Especially with Monty, you know. It's pretty tall.
Yeah. So
I do like this, though, that they have Coco and Fridge kind of stacked up as a little bit of a backstab here, and we have Wounds and Patrick
Yeah.
playing defensively, and Banjo, man, getting the bandit trick here.
Device placed.
Bandit man,
Going to
tricking the wall
alter.
again.
Plans.
Attackers
Wounds
have
does
dropped the
still
bomb
have 10.
Attackers
I
have
don't
recovered
remember
their
what they're
diffusers.
called.
Ex-Kairos.
Kairos, yeah, ex-Kairos. Kibas or Azami, I don't know why I thought of that, but
But they're all Japanese.
that's still have 10 left, but yeah, they're gonna have to flesh out Banjo Man on this wall. Fridge already full control of central stairs, though.
Yeah, this is a good angle. Bandit is protected by those
Throwing stun grenade.
cargo boxes there. Oh, it launched the
Loading
C4
new
and
magazine.
looks like Fridge suffers a bit of damage.
Cubsy also dueling with Cocoa Pebbles here, courtyard side. He's feeling a little chally with it here. Lucky does get tagged a little bit by Nuclear Fridge here, but Fridge already at half HP on the Monty here. Get the Denaris here. Now, 1 minute remaining. I like how Chally with it. It's kind of just staying a little reserved here. They got the discipline that they need to potentially win this round here.
4 stacked on one side, and Cocoa Pebbles opens up the backstab here. He downs Chubbs.
First down. They might be able to get him though, because they have the smokes. You can't really push through that.
Yeah, not to
Chubsy
mention
is-
the Denaris. So there's no nades left for
Available for
Coco,
the
and
Let's fix that, shall we?
Chubbsy's getting resurrected here.
But Cocoa
Decides
Pebbles.
to summon
Nice.
a little help here. Jayka's taking out the Denari.
30 seconds left though. Vitro is out of smokes, but he has to rest here. Angel Man gets the pick here.
I'm reloading.
But
And Chubbs mocks up.
Chubsy double kill wounds the last remaining player on the Fridge. Has no time for it, and Banjo Man using
Is that Osa? No,
Osa.
The last,
Honestly, he makes me sick. Using the own Osa to get the kill there. Round 3, we have Vitro on the Azami. We haven't seen a lot of Azami today. I mean, she's been banned for a lot of it, but still.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, not many changes across the board there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
All right, so we got 2 rounds down.
And they're going cafe waiting. A little sad. There's not a hammam, but you know, I think that's a very hard site to hold.
Absolutely, and they're not trolling at this point. And I don't think I would expect that from either of these teams.
So when the stakes are this high, I don't think you want to troll. Maybe getting Chally, but you know, no trolling. Very excited to see raiding the Fridge here, seeing how they can potentially recover from this. They do have Coco on the fuse here though, so you know, definitely going for Vert here, but Chally with it has no own presence or second floor presence. They even leave the hatch soft, so could potentially be a misplay here to be punished with the
Reloading.
fuse here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's 0 presence, second floor, soft hatch, but as we know, there's not a whole lot of vert. Like, the hatch control will help you with one site, but
Absolutely, and it seems like Jayka's already in laundry here. Could be setting up to fight Dominator on that long angle, which I imagine the ACOG would have the advantage.
although does he have it? He didn't have it on Ash last round. No, he's got it.
Yeah, I will say, I think when you're running, it's the M4, that gun, I think one of the most underrated in the game, very strong.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's my operator of choice for free-for-all.
Yeah, it's one of the best in my opinion. Oh, it looks like Benjamin gets sniped by Jayka's. Dominator
Immediately
does
refragged. Yeah. Benjamin with the I was sick as he was laying on a gurney there in medical.
And Lucky does get the pick onto wounds though, so we're in a 4v3. Chubsy does get tagged a little bit with, I believe that was a fuse charge. Lucky though, taking out Patrick on that long angle into Bridge. I don't know if he sees the Lucky another this round. Fridge takes out Vitro though. Nasty.
God himself. It's a telescopic. Amazing.
A little interesting. You never really see that often, but looking to work at a 2v3. Coco's starting to walk down the central stairs here. No, he's there now though. No case for raiding the fridge as well.
Yeah, he definitely knows where Dom is, and Coco's looking to rotate here with 35 seconds left.
Coco does have case now. 35 seconds remaining in the round. They're just gonna have to go for a plant for infirmary, but they know that Shubsy is there. Fridge takes out Dominator though. 2v2. Shubsy downs Fridge. All down to Coco Pebbles. But Chally Wit It is a little disconnected here, so Coco definitely could
Have to tank this gate. I don't know if he has the health.
he's gonna have to. Lucky
Wasn't the
picking off
DMR?
Coco.
It's gonna be the thorn razor. Okay. Well, we got one half down.
Absolutely, a 3-0 lead for Chally Wit It. And, you know, I said how Chally Wit It got a lot of first picks last round, and it's been the exact opposite. Raiding the Fridge has all 3 first picks so far, but Chally Wit It has all 3 rounds. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe that's the adjustment that Raiding the Fridge needs to make. Maybe they should get first picked this round. That might
Just give it up.
help
See
them
what
out a little.
happens.
Yeah.
Is that philosophy or statistics coming through?
Statistics with hope, I would say, or faith-based statistics. I could say that.
That's like the blend. I love it. All right, so raiding the fridge, know to expect a second floor defense. I'm surely they'll
Defenders, protect your bombs
expect
from
a
being
thorn
defused by
being played.
attackers.
Benjamin's carrying thorn damage on the shotgun. And speaking of German,
Absolutely.
we have Dom once again on the Jaeger. I'm surprised we haven't seen
No
any
IQ.
Wamai yet after all of those buffs.
Raise a blue mouse.
I think Wamai
I would.
better than all.
Deploying ADS.
Yeah, I love that both the, I guess, projectile denial operators got buffed in the most recent patch. I'm a little surprised, though, instead of, you know, the Denari, we have the Wamai with the
10 seconds
shield,
left
Eagle
before
Stairs. I
insertion.
feel like that could be a really good spot for him
Yeah.
on this site specifically, but
It could be just too recent to register, and Denari's been a traditional tough customer to deal with here, so.
Deploying shield.
a little interesting to see here if Raiding the Fridge is going to go for an old tower take here, because Chally that has 0 to none, like 0 to little presence.
Just like last time. Yeah.
But it seems like Raiding the Fridge is going to go for that tower take again.
Yeah.
Like the change in operators here. We have wounds on the Fink, Patrick on the Snake. A little more aggressive approach here, but it does seem like they're still going for, you know, the wall with the Maverick and Habonic here. So a little interested because it seems like, you know, they're going for wall, but they're also being aggressive. So
We're still having
curious to see
deal
how
with
they'll play this.
a lot of utility here too. Oh,
And as we say that, wounds is already all the way up Eagle.
yeah, and he might be
Got a
tired
grenade
to
out.
Activated.
take care of it. Oh, Dom takes a bit of damage. Guarding the hall. And Fridge takes
Fridge
a bit
also
of damage.
They did damage from the thorns there, but up from the Vika there. Jacobs gets that first pick. Vitro though taking wounds down. Chubbs is tagged a little bit here, but
We're in a 4v4 here. Only Chubbs worse for wear.
and again they have all 4 operators on the tower side. There's no backstab set up for raiding the fridge, and Chubbsy and Vitro gets downed here. It is now a 2v4 again. Raiding the fridge following the
Or is it a 2v2?
The pattern of-
Yeah.
Flashbang.
getting a lot of downs, but just, it does get rezzed here.
Activated tracks.
Yep.
Chubbsy also downed. I'm not sure if I got it. Banderman I've seen Cocoa Pebbles on the vert here, but
No, Fridge is
Lucky
down.
downing Fridge. There's so many downs!
I got you, mate.
Patrick takes out Banjoman, but Banjoman gets down.
Who was never downed. And now we're down to just Lucky. And a 1v3.
Watch this 1v4.
Might seem
They're
like
all
1v4 for
really
him.
low. They're one shot to his DMR
Oh
here.
yeah.
This
All he
could
has to do is
be-
look at them. Even get out his pistol.
Oh, but Fridge
finishes the job.
takes out Lucky. First round for raiding the Fridge, and they broke the curse of first pick here today.
Oh, that's a very good point there, Bepis. And
Thank
it's
you.
they also broke the donut, so they got a breadstick on the board, and they have the
Absolutely.
opportunity to bring us to a 3-3 half. But I'm pretty sure Chally Wit It are gonna stand up and try to do something about that.
Curious to see what the adjustments are here. They gave up a lot of control there, and with the no electricity, you kind of have to. I think a good adjustment to losing the electricity in the wall
Defenders,
denials
protect your
is
bombs
playing a
from
little more
being defused
aggressive,
by
maybe
attackers.
extending. Chally With It did not make that adjustment there, and I feel like they got punished for it a little bit with just that wall being open. So many long angles
And
that
lots of them.
Lucky's the only one with ACOG on their team, so having to chow with a 1 times against a 2.5, definitely can be at a
Found
disadvantage
a
there.
razor bloom.
Definitely
Laser
could.
gate
And
deployed.
you can only delay them so long there with the toxic babes.
Ready.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, again though, it's
Razor bloom.
5 seconds to
it's
insertion.
been pretty like one-directional
Surya kit
siege
deployed.
here.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb
Chally
and
Wit It
defuse
did
it.
bring out a flank there
Laser gate in place.
several of these rounds, I guess. But
Shell going out.
But they are struggling to get these flanks off without Raid the Fridge at least being aware of it with the gridlocks. Actually, Coco did get it down on Chubsy with the gridlocks last round. I do like the adjustment there. They're not extending, but they have the Denaris on that main wall. And Raid the Fridge running it back with the same lineup.
same lineup and same site, and very similar lineup. Like we got the Banjoman on the mute here, which will deny some of the intel. As surely that's helped out raiding the Fridge last round as well.
I think the only difference from the lineups is they subbed out they have Dom on the Thorn, but in terms of operators, they subbed out
No Jaeger.
Jaeger for a mute.
Yeah.
I don't mind playing with the shark. It's pretty effective. Bridge does get tagged a little bit, but he'll
Once again, this is like deja vu. Also, he's going for the triple. He's laying all the X-Kairos on the line. As
I think
Mono
that's-
moans.
And
Looks
the
Fridge
man is
trying
very
to
low
open
from that
wall.
shot.
What's happening? Oh, Denaris gets
I think they need to get rid of a mute jammer there.
there we go,
And they
yeah.
finally rip it.
Going live.
Did, yep. Jacob's on the Maverick.
I like
Now
that.
he's in danger as the wall's open. And he runs out of harm's way.
They have Lucky on that DMR. He's been an absolute issue for them.
Vaccine is active.
Yeah, and he's split take here as Wounds is pressing the backside with Patrick. And
And
fell below.
a minute left, and it's a 5v5. We have Jacobs here. He's got to enter sight. He's getting smoked out here, but
Toxic babes are in position. Lining up!
the damage, the Finka's huge here, but
Oh, we got a
Tro-
trade.
and Wounds trading.
Yeah, Lucky will
Who's the
take
Finka?
over at
But
horse.
smoke there. Banjo Man getting picked off by Coco, losing his wins there. Lucky does take out Patrick though. Goes 1 HP. Lucky's also very tagged. 30 seconds left. They have to force an execute here.
I know where Lucky's at.
Now they know where Dom is. That's 2 out of 3 operators just
Now there's Denaris in the way.
away. Lucky taking out Coco though.
Let's take him
And
down.
oh my goodness.
Dominic finishes the job. Dominator.
4 versus 1. I will say I think this map is a little more defender-sided from what we've seen in Circus Pro League. So, you know, obviously a 2-4 split for raiding the fridge is not something you want. Obviously you want all 6 rounds, but I think most teams will be fine with a 3-3, especially on a more defensive-sided map. But
Or even to get 2 attacks,
but that's where you need to. I think if you're 1-5, doesn't matter if it's Consulate, which has been historically the most
Defenders,
defensive-sided
protect your
map
bombs
in
from
this
being
tourney.
defused by attackers.
You can't go up. It's extremely hard to come back from that because you only have 1 round of wiggle room, then that's your tournament life.
And you've got to turn it around somehow. I guess that's a question I have for you, Bepis. If you're in the raiding the fridge shoes right now, like what's your attitude like here going into a 4-1 situation at the half split? Like if you win this, does that give you enough hope for the second half?
Absolutely. I think that's something, you know, as a competitor, you can't ever
5
give up.
seconds remaining.
And this doesn't matter if you're down 6-0. You
Attackers
have
are
to have the
moving out to
mentality
locate
that,
a bomb
you
and
know,
defuse it.
it's still
Deploying
winnable.
ADS.
Because I think the second you mentally go, we lost, you start playing worse. Your aim isn't there as much. I think it's just, you know, you just give up kind of. So you have to have the mentality that your team still has this. You have to have the mentality like you're up 4-2.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Yeah, and if you got bullets in your gun, drone in your hand, you can get her done.
Exactly, and you know, whenever I queue up against, you know, popular streamers or something like that, which I haven't done much, but you know, whenever I queue up against the demon stack of demon stacks, I'll say, you know, I always tell my stack, and I always tell, you know, myself, they got a headshot. This game's a 1-shot headshot. If you just click their heads, you get a kill.
Absolutely.
Siege is one of those games that's it's not pay to win, so.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
It's a great way of
And
putting
as
it.
we say, that Vitro makes Fridge pay for that swing, and vice versa.
And he just tops himself up here at the Thunderbird station. What the lineup here?
Vitro loses the nitro due to the pipe in the fire.
But lots of time to reinforce the wall and manage the tight end. Yeah, and that's what Chally Wit It's doing right now. They're really holding sight well. Here's Chubsy's on the prowl, and the other 4 have sight locked down. All right, let's see what
Looks
Chubsy's
like they
doing.
have that.
Ooh, Chubsy almost got wall
here,
banked
but
before.
Chubsy takes out Coco Pebbles. He's killing Chally with it. He's gonna chow Patrick. It's a 5v3 now. Bepis is very low on HP there.
Pretty low, but he has an R4C and a headshot on Vitro.
Nice of Vitro. Lucky does get the refrag there. Whiffs
Just
onto
right behind.
wounds though.
A lot of good trades happening here.
3v3 wounds with a double kill. Oh,
Alright.
very winnable for
Cluster charge going up.
Fridge here. I don't think they know that wounds is just pushing sight.
What?
Danger man, the team captain gets Patrick to 1 HP, but he's gonna start healing because of the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Patrick has no Finka on the
bar
board,
as
no
well.
heals.
And he can't get through this Rooney gate either.
Oh no, he cannot. He has a drone in hand, but and he doesn't
Could
throw
have
it.
whipped it out. Yeah. Could whip it out on this one. Oh, the Rooney gates are
He's
blocking.
just stalling. He can't do anything.
Captain Lee makes a smart play there, just hiding out on the Kona station.
Absolutely, and you know, Lucky kind of getting that pseudo. I guess he kind of contributes to that round win. He's got the Rooney gates. So can't do anything about it.
And he could have got the kill, but Patrick just wasn't gonna go for it. He knew well enough that he would die.
Absolutely,
And it looked like he had a
Just
drone in
to
hand. Is that what that meant, or does that mean he has like one active somewhere?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it means he has a drone in hand, but I'm not 100% sure. It might just mean he has one. round. But
Yeah. I'll have to. We'll ask
raiding the
about that.
fridge, their backs to the wall here. 5.
Yeah, so this best of 3 can be over in as little as 2 rounds, and we can have ourselves a premier grand champion of Circus Pro League. Inaugural.
Absolutely. And
There we go.
do leave the Monty up, opting to get rid of the Blackbeard here. I'm surprised we haven't seen a target ban of Coco on the alibi here, but he's gonna opt to go on that Valkyrie.
Defenders,
There's
protect
been,
your bombs
lots
from
of
being
banter
defused
about
by
that. And
attackers.
I think doing the Valkyrie ban would be smart. Who knows? They might realize that here after 3 rounds. We'll see what Raiden Fridge can do in defense.
And I do like that. I will say I think
Camera in
the
position.
biggest key to success for Chally with it taking 5 rounds is that I think they're just playing very
Attackers have
disciplined right
discovered the
now, and
location of the bomb.
you know, they get that first pick, which they actually only got once that round. But once they
10
get the
seconds
numbers or
insertion.
the time on their side, to where Raiden Fridge is going to have to
5 seconds remaining.
you know, make a play that's outside of their comfort zone per se. They kind of
Attackers'
just
objective is to
force
defuse a bomb.
Raiding the Fridge to make the plays that they need to win, and that's just not something that's happening. It does also help when Lucky is 10-3, so that is
Yeah.
something
Well,
of note.
that'll add some wind to your sails for sure. And as you said, if Chally With It just keep squeezing it and forcing Raiden Fridge to make the big plays, it's just going to get tougher and tougher as the scoreboard goes up in Chally's favor.
Absolutely, and I believe that the shield plays is something that can definitely contribute to that.
Good to see him in his hand here.
And Monty gets the pick on the J, because that's first pick for Chally with it.
Bullies Jokers on
That's
the
something
Jaeger,
that- The shields are so good at doing is converting those rounds with that first pick, or you know, the plays where Chally with it's just kind of squeezing out their opponent. Oh, and Lucky taking out wounds. I didn't even see where he was going for the
No, I
guns there, but
I'm busy watching
Five
Chubbs here on the
people.
shield, yeah. Because it's a different art. It's an art to play the shields.
Bridge takes out Lucky. He's gonna chill back on
Okay.
central stairs here, but with that knowledge that he might not be running back to the center, Bridge takes out Banjo Man as well. Double kill, bringing his team back to life here.
Yeah, as he hangs up on a phone call from Vitro.
Banjo Man kind of tipping his hat to Fridge, being like,
Yeah.
you know, when you get fried, you get fried. It's
You do,
just
and
how
then-
it goes sometimes.
And Fridge is good at doing that.
Absolutely, and 5-1, they are taking them up on the strat of having the Thunderbird. Fridge is going to be back to full health here.
Yeah.
3v3, but Patrick takes out Chubbsy here.
Shield
Now
is
it's a
down.
2v3.
Dominator wishes he had a Kona Station. It's his last man
Falco
left.
playing a
and
little more aggressive
Low
here.
health.
A round that I thought surely could be Chally with its completely flipped on its head. They were down to a 5v3, now it's a 3v1, so
Yeah, just like you said, one shot headshot. Looks like Raiden Fridge are just hanging out around the Kona Station. Just like we might on
Not-
around the campfire here.
yeah, not making you know, any aggressions because they realize if they just give ones to Dom, that's how we can win this. And but if they just play together, play a little reserved, he's got no chance.
You know, Patrick setting up a shield here. And another
I
Kona.
like it.
Kona on standby.
Rage with triple kill.
Oh, with that amazing inaugural Dark Zero skin. Probably one of
It reminds me of
the high selling skins.
I forget. Yeah, I think it's for the M4A1S in CS:GO. I think it's like the Beast. It's like it's a Beast skin for the M4A1S on CS:GO. That's what that DZ skin reminds me of.
Oh, really?
I gotta remember what. Oh, it's the Hyper Beast. That's what it's called. The Hyper Beast skin on CS:GO. That's what it reminds me of. And as soon as I saw that in the shop, I was like, I don't care how much it. I think it was only like it's like
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
$3,
defused
maybe?
by attackers.
Oh, that's not that.
Worth every penny.
And don't you forget to hydrate.
Oh yeah, I gotta. I'm already done with 1 cup of water. I gotta go get another.
Yeah. I noticed in your chat there, somebody redeemed some hydrate points.
Device placed.
Here's raiding the fridge here, setting up again. Patrick on Thunderbird once more. Yeah, very familiar lineup. Jacob's on the Bandit. We'll see how they can defend this. Oh, Jacob's is he gonna? No, he's not going for a spawn peek.
Like the only one that's on that first floor that could go for. And Joe, I'm a little curious to get your opinion on this, but how many rounds would you say your team needs to take if you're raiding the fridge? Chubsy taking out wounds though.
Yeah, hitting the
big
lurker
play
below.
could've
They
been
must have had info. Very good play.
But what I was gonna ask is how many rounds you think that because that's their big gunner taken out. He's the only one other than, or he's the only one on the team that's positive.
At this time,
Their
yeah,
players even.
a couple even players, yeah. And Jacob's looking to get positive himself. He needs 2 more kills. There we go.
When
He's
he gets another one
away
on
from
Chubsy.
breaking even. Monty out of the way. Oh, sit. Oh, we got some trash talk.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, he must
Well,
be.
I would say he can't really sit in Coco taking out Vitro. You know, I will say you can't really sit in Yo Mama. That's uncomebackable.
Yeah, you cannot come back to Yo Mama. But yeah.
Carefully reminding them.
But yeah, you were saying like how
But
many
it is-
rounds do you need to take?
How
here?
many?
Loading new
Yeah,
mag.
if you're raiding the fridge, how many rounds do you need to take here before you really feel like you're in the driver's seat here? Dominator.
Yeah, it's,
Yep.
I'd say if they can get this one, they could really bring back a lot of confidence. But I do think they need this one at least to have 2 in a row. And yeah, with Dom and Lee, it's gonna be tricky for them.
I think so. That a Dominator playing good
So
contact with
Jacobs.
Banter, man. They've got it down to a 2v2.
2v2. So we have Patrick and Fridge versus Lee and Dom. Let's say
I think-
Patrick and Fridge have the Kona stations on their side and a deployable shield and the clock. 35
Absolutely, they
seconds.
do have 30 seconds. I think that's enough time to get an execute, but with the bombing on Old Tower, you kind of have to play for picks here. Banjo Man does down Fridge.
How far is he from a
Sees where
Kona?
Patrick is.
Oh, there's 2 Konas right
I
in
think he's
front
too
of him.
far.
Yep, Lee won't be having any of that. And he won't be able to get any health from them. It's too bad about that. Of course, it above.
Doesn't see Patrick. Patrick's already in sight. And Patrick, you need to run. They don't have case. You can just play your life.
Patrick swings.
But he gets the kill
finishes the
anyways.
job.
But yeah, now I feel like 5-3 is a lot more manageable than 5-1. You've won those first 2. I feel like you can feel, I think, raiding the fridge getting some of that confidence back. You know, they're talking a little trash. I think they're playing a little more loose here.
And yeah, they might need that to just get the hype up, get the hopes up, and those 2 victories in a row will certainly do that. They're keeping Chally Wit It away from match point, and they'll have to do so again here. And this is where a really big swing can happen.
Attackers need to locate and
either
defuse as many
6-3
bombs as they can.
or 5-4. So it'll be one of the
A
most
little bit of
important
trash talk
rounds.
from both teams.
Yeah. Oh, we got some trash talk about your current
both ways it
KD
seems
in
like
the match.
both teams really Wow, interesting
Yeah,
comments from Wounds.
yeah, it looks like they might be getting into Wounds' head here. Yeah.
I ain't reading all that.
No.
Really interesting.
No, and I'll always maintain it. Like, it does suck to play against the shield, but this game gives you the option to ban them. So,
You can ban all 3 shields and force them to go, what's it called? Fuse shield. If they really want the shields. Andrew Bank getting taken out by Cocoa Pebbles. He does light him up for half, but they also have the Thunderbird.
yeah. This time, Wounds bringing the Thunderbird and the cones.
And he is placing both those barbs down. Good team play there.
And the positive. And
Lucky taking out Cocoa Pebbles.
tells Coco to sit. And Fridge.
Fridge.
Send Lucky to
Unlucky
the
gets
afterlife.
Right there.
Yeah.
You think it is funny though? Vitro is on the Brava and he's gonna hunt down those Thunderbirds.
Oh,
That's gonna have a big impact.
that's what was missing last round, as Lee would have been topped up had they done that.
Reloading.
Dominator taking out Jacob gets 2-3. Well, 3v3, they've got 1.5 minutes left. It's it's not really about the time or anything like that. I feel like now it's all about the picks with
Hard
Dominator.
breach and
It's
Dom,
taken out by Patrick.
yeah. Yeah, Patrick playing the shield. Just wasting time. They're both all over him, and sure he knows it. They also know he's not warden, so you won't be seen through that smoke, and you'll have to chill out for a bit.
Stay behind.
A little dangerous. How are they gonna, play out of it? They have the shield, which can be really good with high numbers, but
Gets rocked with the
two
burst
like
shot.
this, it
Yeah.
can be a little rough because you only got the your little pistol. So
Yeah. No util.
Bridge the 1v3, and now it's a 5v4. In the driver's seat.
Momentum is really slowing down. As it is 5-4.
Absolutely.
Raiding the Fridge can tie it up, and I mean, right now both teams have the opportunity to win in regulation. We have Raiding the Fridge timeout here. Maybe their captain has to go PP. All right, so I guess I'll reverse the question back to you, Bepis. You asked me how many rounds did Raiding the Fridge need. Now they have 3 in a row. So what do you think they do from here?
I think that was it. I think that was the round that they needed to, to feel confident that this is winnable. Especially since they've gone through all 3 sites that they are probably planning on. Mom, just to feel silly or something like that. They've been to all the maps or all the sites that they need to, and they've seen success from all of them. And also, I don't know about you, but even though it is just a 1 round difference, 6-3 seems so much harder to come back from than 6-4. 6-4 is manageable. 6-3, it just feels like such a bigger gap than just 1 round.
And that's like a big weight. Like, despite the fact that 1 headshot can get the job done, 1 round can get you closer, you still have that weight of 6 rounds facing you. Yeah, match point's a different beast for sure.
And not just map point, it's tournament point.
Yeah, it's hammer point. As Patrick has made 6 beautiful 3D printed hammers for the Circus Pro League.
Also, I will say, I think I'm going to join Coco's team Raiding the Fridge for the comms here.
Absolutely.
I'll be backing around.
Give her hell. All right, I wonder if we'll see more trash talk here after a quick timeout.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Raiding the Fridge have defended the full cycle of sites, and they're back where they started.
Healing station in position.
see, we got Vitroed on the lion. That'd be interesting. And Coco has brought out the alibi. I believe this is the first time we've seen the alibi. Key operator, and hopefully
10
someone
seconds
gets him the
insertion.
elite skin for alibi here. Surely
5 seconds
he's
to
earned it by
insertion.
now with all of his alibi.
Attacker's objective is to
prowess
defuse a
throughout the
bomb.
tournament. And yeah, it didn't take long. Heard some SMG 12 trash talk in the chat. Yeah, it's I like it. Cooler heads prevailing with nuclear fridge. The adult in the lobby.
Reloading!
Jake is on the room. Looks like he'll be contesting the entry, and as we see, all 5 members of Chally Wit It are going Old Tower side. Cross take. He's got Fridge with him. I'm sure the word's spreading among raiding the fridge that. Okay, Chubsy, the point of the spear on the Monty. He's again, it's smoke off. Navigator just pressing. We've got 2 kills right away. Coco takes down Monty. Fridge takes down Chubsy. Fridge is just all over the place. They need to get back to site for a Kona station here as Jacobs leads the way. 5v3 situation. It's it's looking like all of the defenders are retreating, and
Payload on
this will
target.
give Chally Wit It a moment to regroup. Still have 3 very strong operators left.
Activated tracks. Payload on target.
Yeah. Speaking of strong, taking cams, it looks like. Vitro gets Chally Wit It on
Let's
board.
take a look at their network.
There, now on cams. You see there,
No
his
phones
teammates are
during
now
class.
on cams. Alright, we have 30 seconds left in the 3v4. What's the plan for Chally here? Got Dom on thermite. I'm accustomed to seeing this. Opening up bathroom wall. Members of raiding the fridge stacked
15
up.
seconds remaining. 10
Fridge.
seconds left.
Dom with 2 kills. He was 2 kills shy. And that's it. We've got ourselves the tie. 5-5.
I will say I'm really liking the play. The plays, the comms are up, and they're definitely calming to each other. Let's play a little more reserved here. They've made that adjustment from the first map that once they get those picks, just chill out.
Yeah. That's what it looked like there. They seemed to notice that it was a cross take right away, and then after those 2 picks, Fridge couldn't get back to a Kona fast enough there. I think he was at 1 health.
Surviving is the biggest thing. I think
Attackers
they've
need to locate and defuse
making that
bomb.
adjustment, that having bodies is the numbers is so important in siege, because holding the zones as operators is the gadgets. So just surviving, not aggressing more than they need to is then their big adjustment.
Kona deploy!
It's just like having a numbers
Kona's
advantage on
coming
this.
Loading new
Having
mag!
a number advantage man-wise in the round is also going to put a little message in your opponent's head.
Absolutely, and I thought it was a little funny. Even there's been a lot of smack talk these past couple of rounds. The comms are clear-headed. They seem very calm. a little bit more of an aggressive lineup here. Lucky still an intel-based op. Banjo Man on the breach, but he's now trapped himself a little bit. Bit of a blunder from Banjo Man if raiding the fridge can punish that. Still a 5v5 with J-Cuz playing central stairs here. It seems like more of a direct take here. They have Patrick and Coco still playing aggressive. Your fridge gets tagged up a little bit, but Coco might try and punish Dom here, but Coco getting ready to swing. He does still have that
Attackers are
MPX.
moving to
Could
defuse a
shield
bomb.
out or C4 out.
Sure with no effect though.
No. Looks like Chubb's the only one suffering any damage.
Petro getting a pick onto Patrick, and I think with all the Konas taken out, there's no more healing for eating the fridge and
And they double
Dominator
down,
and
bringing
Coco.
Doc on top of it, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little
Changing
surprised to see the double down on the heal ops there, but the healing has been a big factor today.
Yeah,
Raiding the
especially
fridge,
the
so
same.
success. They're getting the wall open. Vitro taking off wounds here. I'm curious to know if they know about J-Cuz and Coco both stacked up there. Lucky takes out Coco. It's 5 versus 2.
Or 5v1
Might
on
push the
site.
tournament point.
Yeah.
Lucky
They are
taking
planting.
bowl.
J-Cuz with
Do they know about
one,
J-Cuz though?
two.
But J-Cuz with a triple.
That's
Oh
yeah,
my
him,
goodness. I don't think he gets.
Fridge.
He doesn't get the triple. Fridge helps him out there, but
Yeah.
forcing the Monty to turn around, essentially getting the
30
triple.
seconds,
making
and we do
the
have the
play
case.
because- Yeah, this is a huge round that I thought was all Chally with it, and now it's flipped on its head. Raiding the fridge is in command.
Just one hell of a backstabbing. Yeah, Chally Wit It
Because
just
the
had
fridge kinda
3
tucked-
people facing one direction.
Dominator taking out.
Retro taking J-Cuz.
Retro taking out J-Cuz. He's got to go for fridge now. Ooh, but fridge stays
Fridge
tucked.
with the clutch. Wow. I'm glad it came back.
And 4 or 5 rounds in a row, raiding the fridge after a 1-5 half. They're now 6-5. Chally with it, have not dropping a single round of offense on Night Haven Labs, is now struggling to find one. And they take a timeout here.
Ooh, timeout and more time for trash talk.
For smack talk. I love it.
And Fridge the perpetual adult. And I agree. I think they do got to chill. As competitive as it is.
And Patrick being honest about it, having a 0.8 KD. I think 0.8's not something to be ashamed about, honestly.
Yep.
I think 0.7 is the cutoff where I'm like, that's where I would not like to tell people KD. But 0.8's not bad.
I agree.
Defenders, protect your
As a
bombs from being
0.8
defused by
KD
attackers.
person myself, yes. Yeah, it's beautiful though. Like throughout the world of Siege. Oh no! Now we have even more
Healing station prepped.
deeper trash talk here.
C4 drone acquired.
All right, so this is match point. Raiding the Fridge have come back from a huge deficit,
Deploying.
huge 5-1 deficit.
Reloading.
I'm very
This
excited
could
to
be
see how they play this
10
map.
seconds to insertion.
Kona deployed.
Still
5
talking,
seconds left.
Yeah, now we're complaining about ping.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And I wonder if the smack talk is being what's disrupting Chally with its attacks here. It feels like they haven't been
Loading
as
new magazine.
smooth, and they're kind of just opening up for Raiding the Fridge to make the plays that they're needing to.
Yeah, I wonder because for myself, I might do it once in a while for a joke, but it would really distract me. Even if I'm not participating in it, it would certainly get in my head. Wouldn't help my game out.
I mean, it's distracting us right now. We're talking about it instead of what's going on in the match. So
Yeah, what is happening? Is this match point? I think we're at match point.
this is match point, and Chally Wit It needs to win this round if they want to, force OT to get the potential of the they need this round.
Yeah, they need their OT. Otherwise, they'll need to show up on bank and get 6 rounds there.
Absolutely. And interesting to see. Ooh, Fridge is ratting a little, or I wouldn't say ratting, but takes out Lucky here.
Yeah, and that'll be huge as there goes the top frag for Chally Wit It. But one thing they are good at is following up. But speaking of following up, Coco follows up with another kill.
Taken up by Coco Pebbles here, but looks like Banjo Man's already in waiting room. He might be able to go for. Doesn't have case though,
He's
so
all alone, and you'd expect, yeah, in most situations, Gridlock would have case, but Chubsy's here. And they know where Chubsy's at.
Feature's getting a little
C4.
trapped here as well. Kind of playing by himself right now.
Stay behind me!
Banjo Man does get the pick onto Patrick here, but they're going full roam, but Banjo's in sight, but he doesn't have case.
No, Chubsy could drop it.
Chubsy's-
He's going after C4s. Yeah. Coco on the ward.
Banjo Man does take out Jay because it's 2v3 Vitro here, also on site, but unfortunately when case is down, the site is not actually site, it's wherever the case is, so.
Yeah. And Fridge is guarding the case here from the laundry room.
Oh,
His
and Banjo
body
Man
is
taken out.
now in laundry room. So we have 1v2
Vitro.
Vitro at 1 health. Wounds topping up his health. And Coco Pebbles on the case.
But Vitro does get the kill. He gets down to a 1v1. Coco Pebbles
25
tagged
seconds.
a little bit, but 20 HP. Does he know where Coco is? This is a tough angle for Coco to hold, or for Vitro to chow.
Yeah, he's got a grenade. He might be able to. Oh, he definitely knows.
He knows exactly where he is, but Coco clutches up!
This game. And there we go, Bepis. We get to see bank.
I'm excited for a bank map here. Raiding the fridge. 6-0ing Chally Wit It on defense there, and
Yeah.
it just.
It's
I'm a little
incredible.
shocked there. I thought.
Incredible comeback, yeah.
Yeah.
And I must say, this
I
has
thought
given me
when
some.
it was 5-1, they were.
Yeah, I thought they were done too. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there.
No, you're
It's-
good.
It's bringing back memories of last week as I was subbing in for the Whistling Kitty Cats. We dominated, well, maybe not dominated, but won map 1. And map 2 was looking really good for us. And then this is what happened. Very similar thing. And then, yeah, Raiding the Fridge took map 3 quite handily. But I have a feeling that getting Chally Wit It won't allow that to happen, as they're built for this. They got a marathon spirit.
Absolutely. And honestly, I know time is a factor here. In terms of scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. But given how close that second map was, I am a little sad that it's not a best of 5 because
Absolutely.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. And that's the hard thing. Like, yeah, what is your take on that? Because like a BO5 is just the ultimate, but is it a BO5 if you're like, say, tied at 2 maps to 1 or something? You want to play the last 2 maps tomorrow? Like, that's not really a BO5 if you put it on pause for a day or a week or something, is it?
I would say yeah. BO5 is as much an extended series to truly find out what is the better team, because I personally believe that any team in the tournament can win a BO1. You can just be on it for that map, or there's stuff happens, but in a best of 5, you really find out who the better team is, because winning that we can call it a fluke map, can make the difference. But you can't win 3 fluke maps in a row.
No, and the endurance factor to have it in you to
Absolutely,
win 3. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. And yeah, if you put a BO5 on pause, it's not a BO5, it's a BO3, and then if it's not a sweep, you just finish it later. I don't think either team would be guilty of this, but um, first of all, you refresh. You kind of mentally can take a break from siege and not playing for 5 hours straight. But I wouldn't assume either team would do this, but you can VOD review during that time and see what went wrong, make adjustments, and when you're doing the bans, you get all 5 maps off rip. So building strats for those 2 remaining maps. Let's say it's 2-1 and not a 3-0 sweep. For those remaining 2 maps, you can strat up and come more prepared for those remaining maps. So I don't think either team is trying to do that or wanting to.
Therefore, the best of 3 is the best fit for the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, but you just can't allow that. So I think a best of 3 is the best compromise that we can come up with.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and we have Lee and Patrick here. How are you guys feeling after 2 maps?
Feeling fucking great, boys. Good game, or good map rather, to raiding the fridge on that second map. They really came back. I am going to be compiling a compilation of fridge jump scaring me. That will be happening.
I can give you a few clips. Yeah.
Please do, please do. I just jumped up to check in on you guys. How's the cast going so far? Joe, I saw you disconnected a couple times. Are you good? Do we need to rehost it?
Oh no, we're good. No, I keep on
okay.
Getting back in, no problem. It's I'm gonna have to upgrade my router or something. Yeah. But that's another day.
Well, good luck and have fun.
Yeah.
Lee,
before you disconnect, I know Wounds and Coco are kind of. I try to hold them a little bit on the talking.
It's all good,
but,
Patrick.
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, the goal here is still not to get at the end all mad on each other, and I'm trying to hold back those chats.
Totally fine. But our morale is still high on our end. We're having some fun with it. Nothing's.
I just want to make sure that you guys are good. We know you're using shield, and sometimes it's kind of irritates some people, and it's totally fair. I mean, they're part of the game, so there's no issue with that. And I just want to make sure that your guys are not necessarily getting mad at the server. Our folks here, I kind of feel that that's kind of what's going to happen. We're not going to see you again after that. Hopefully, that's not the case.
We'll still be back. We'll still be back, win or lose today. And like I said before the game started, regardless of how this ends, I hope you guys continue to keep playing well. We wanted to see map 3. Here we are on map 3. I just need Fridge to drop a 20 bomb. That's the only other thing I asked for.
Yeah, we'll try. Ideally, also, Lee, I was thinking about that. You guys need to know us a little bit better in terms of personality. So maybe we should organize just rank among Lucky, Vitros, Chubbs, you, us in the server and get better to know each other. Yeah. I know Vitros did not try to say something mean to me, it's something new for you, anyone on this server would know, for example, right?
No, I've just
shown me that they don't know.
A couple of my players have been chastised or admonished in the ranked games, and to be fair, I know with one of my players it was Ops who kind of drove him away, and so that situation's obviously been resolved. But just in general, it's just having folks, including some of the folks on your team, saying that they don't want to play with me or my guys, or they don't like how we play, and it's well, that's totally fine. If we don't have to play with each other, and if people don't want to play with individuals, that's totally their prerogative. There's no bad blood or hard feelings on any of it.
I just want to make sure that we give everybody that's also for Coco, me, or anybody the chance to learn each other before having those maybe initial first impression. I think it would be great after the tournament that we share a little bit, playing games together. Everybody right now,
we all hang around the Kona station together,
play well,
kind of thing.
Yeah. But
are you guys ready? By the way,
be good.
Sorry to interrupt.
I think we are. I'll have to jump back down in the call and confirm with them. But yeah, good luck. Have fun, guys.
Right, good luck.
Keep kicking ass.
Turmoil in the tummy, but
Turmoil in the tummy.
I'll be right back.
So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of toning down on the smack talk here for this map 3, the official last map of Circus Pro League Season 1. Regardless of how it goes, this is the final map. I'm hoping for an 8-7, but oh, now I'm not so sure. Well, map 3 is here. Thank you to all you viewers on Twitch who are staying, sticking with us. Appreciate it. I know it's been 2 hours. It's been a while, but see what the bans are. Mira and Ace. I won't be surprised if there's a Habana ban as well. It looks like the blue team is this. You suck. Respectfully, Ming, hit champ and then say that. Anyways, the Cade ban and the Monty. Interesting to see the Habana is not banned here. I'm very curious to see. Coco's still going to be on the Valkyrie here. They're going to go second floor here, especially with that Cade ban. I think it's definitely the strongest map here to go on Bank here. And Lucky bringing out the Habana, Jayka's on that Vigil here. We've got Wounds on the Castle. These seem like very decent lineups here. Also, Ming, what's champ?
Defenders,
high
protect
rank
your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Very curious to see how this Bank match will go.
Hey, look at that, a Monty ban. Wow. Yeah, I'm also curious too, Bepis. I might be autistic, but I think I heard that both teams have never played this map before. How will they know where to put the rotates and do site setup?
Camera feed up and
Well, they've
running.
played it in ranked, but I don't think they've played it in a comp setting.
That's okay. There's the context. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
But I'm a little. It's a little interesting that they don't
5
ban the
seconds
Monty or they ban the Monty instead of the Habana, because when
Attackers
you
are
ban
heading out to
Habana
defuse
and
a bomb.
Ace on Bank, you can't get elevator wall open at all without rappelling straight onto it, which is a very vulnerable position.
Especially in a comp setting or high rank setting, yeah.
Absolutely. But having the elevator wall just allows for so much poke here, for someone just playing on those windows and giving a lot of map control to the attackers early.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got Banjo Man
All set to blow
hanging
it
on the
up.
thermite, which is typically the top square bunker. And Lucky on the bottom wall, getting that elevator wall.
Changing
A
mag!
little interesting to see that he's on the Type 89 here now that Habana has that PMR. So much poke here. With that range, it's not a crazy amount, but it's still probably about 50 damage per shot there at a long range.
Right, because there will be a bit of drop off, yeah. Yeah, it looks like
2 or
Lucky's
3 of
gonna
those
open up some
and three
castles. I agree, yeah. I had a nice
Going
4K almost ace with Thatcher in that PMR
Drone
last
ready.
night. And I'm convinced I'm going to
Intro.
switch it.
Taking a good amount of damage here. We have Coco on first floor. Not going for the Nitro below, even though they might have a cam in stock.
Most of the tricky
That's good
situation.
getting aggro. Having that window popped.
And the opening kill
Patrick
goes
gets
to
the first pick on Dawn.
Yeah, it runs out on the square. That's ballsy.
Very ballsy play. Also, Dilly, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. These two titans of the competition. Let's compete at their highest level that they can. But Fridge does get tagged a little bit, but again, Patrick play a little aggro here on Chubsy. necessarily punish him, but 1 minute remaining. Chubsy does get tagged a lot there by Patrick's Nitro there. 40 seconds left, and you can't, you know, you're not having any ground made, so it seems like Chally Wit It's stalling really hard. Coco Pebbles gets a pick onto Lucky there.
Yeah. Yeah, they still have all 5 Raiding Fridge members alive.
In the Fridge continuing to have issues here.
Yeah, and Vitro's been hanging out here in stock for most of the round. Gets one
Oh,
pick,
Vitro
so
doesn't
might
get the
be a
pick on
perfect
Patrick.
round.
Getting a pick here. It's all down to Chubsy here. Having to play for kills.
On a rampage. And rampage over.
Yeah, a 1-0 victory, or 1-0 round victory to Raiding the Fridge. And yeah, I think the biggest issue I saw there with Chally Wit It is, you know, they lose that, they get that first pick taken away from them, and it's not really an impactful kill in terms of the gadgets you still have on the board. I mean, obviously Thatcher can counter the Nitros, but they didn't even have any wall denial, which is Thatcher's, you know, one of his main purposes.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
But
as
afterwards, they
many
just
bombs
kind
as
of played.
can.
I felt like a little scared, almost like a little passive, and just.
Yeah. I know if I was in Patrick's situation for that opening kill, I would have been picked off by Lee on the window rappel. You know, if I ran.
Yeah,
out
I was
to-
surprised that Lee wasn't holding that, making sure that Patrick can't do that right now. So it might be a little miscoordination here from.
Or an
Chally
element
Wit
of
It.
siege timing, perhaps. But
Yeah, I mean, I Lord knows that's happened to me many a times. It looks like Coco Pebbles is gonna be going for the reinforcements here, but I worry a little bit that he hasn't gotten either of the open hatches yet, and it looks like Fridge is going for them now, but
those are important.
could get punished for that with Chubsy putting on the blitz here. He can just take that space really quickly.
Yeah, Lead has the intel. You can see what Rooney's up to here.
But it does look like Fridge is going to escape in time there. Doesn't even take any damage at all, but you know, Fridge fully in the driver's seat, or in terms of, you know, not being trapped anywhere, but
Yeah, I don't know if
we have a
Chally
cam
Wit
on
It
him.
knows, but there's 3 defenders offside.
Yeah, but Fridge does get taken out by. Looks like Dominator's gonna get credit for that kill.
Also with a Type 89.
Yeah, both characters on the Habana, or players on the Habana, not using the DMR, which, you know, in
Frag is hot.
proclaimed DMR meta, it's a little shocking.
Sting is active.
Patrick
DMRs.
does take out Dominator there. You lose the Habana there, which is a big
They
blow
go for the
to their.
refrag there. And, yep, Lucky takes out Patrick.
Lucky does have the cans though. He can pop 2 hatches, but not getting all 4 hatches does make attacking the site a little harder. Yeah, they do still have the time stall op of wounds on the smoke there. Coco having that intel, using that MPX as well. Jaycuz, they got 2 shotguns. This was used there. And still a minute 20 left, so they've got plenty of time if they want to set up and execute here. Not sure if they're going to want to go for picks here or not, but
Well, there's plenty of time. I've seen pro players with
hits damage there. The blitz. Chubsy's still alive here.
Wow, Jacob.
Doesn't kill the smoke. That's
Teammates.
crazy.
Gets his teammates back.
Benjamin does kill wounds
V3,
with the
1v3 now for Coco Pebbles.
Hold on. Hostile near my location.
Nitro with a nice pick there. I was gonna say wounds got picked off by the gridlocks there. I know Benjamin is a big fan of playing
Loading new mag.
using the gridlocks aggressively, because when they're on you and you're just standing there, it still does damage,
quiet.
I believe. So
Well, they got case down and all the intel in the world. They know where Coco Pebbles is hanging out. really just a
one
matter of
HP
time
as
before
well,
this is
they-
a 1-1 game.
Yeah.
Reloading. Cover me.
Taken out by Lucky there. And so far, first pick equals around one. But we've got a small sample size, so that is subject to change.
I like how you're keeping track of it all, though.
Oh yeah, I got a notepad and everything. I'm a big fan of statistics, although I did hate the one statistics class I've taken.
Yeah, it's a boring math class.
Yeah,
Same
and
for
I didn't
counting.
like how my teacher did it. It was to me it felt like basically just an Excel class because we use Excel for all of our stats. And
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
just
many
didn't-
bombs as they can.
so that's another story. It wasn't interesting. End of story.
Yeah.
Similar
certainly
lineup though.
value in it.
Instead of,
And
Yeah.
I think this is their first time bringing a Wamai, my new favorite.
yeah,
crush
which they do bring out the deployable shield there, so that'll be definitely
op.
interesting.
3
I was-
deployable shields.
Yeah, they've got 3 of them. I'm not sure if that's a misplay or they have good spots for all of them. I like 2 of them that I've seen so far. I'm still waiting for Jake to see who's his, but seems like he'll probably do that when he gets back to site.
Yeah. Or he'll set it up second floor and aggressive roll. Now, I don't know if you've been keeping up
I'm
with the new
surprised.
metas, but,
I'm surprised to not see it on the on top of blue stairs. I feel like that's the first deployable shield spot you place it.
Yeah, after these other 2, yeah. Yeah, sure you've been seeing the C4 maxing that a lot of pro teams are doing, where they... Yep, there's the blue shield
going out.
from Jacobs. But yeah, this is shield maxing. So, see how that...
Magnet will watch over us. Magnet's ready.
how that
Very
works off in
very
tech.
curious to see. And we do see Fridge lurking second floor here. I'm not sure if he's been droned out or not, but looks like they're starting to drone second floor, but haven't gotten to Fridge's location as of right now.
You have a big
Does
dirt
look like-
push. 4
Yeah,
challenges.
they got all 5
I'm reloading.
stacked down there. A little surprising. We've got Wounds and Patrick both playing on the blitz here. He's getting smoked out right now. Does take out Patrick, and they're going for a coordinated rush here
Yeah, and Chubsy gets 2.
because playing blue stairs, but blue stairs is reinforced, so they're not going to be able to get help from Nuclear Fridge here. Jaka's kind of a little isolated here.
And
Does
they
pepper
take
up
care of
Banjo
him.
Man, but loses the one. 5 versus 2. Fridge trying to go for the flank here, but he's got gridlocks there. He's got to make a move there.
Watch yourself. Setting traces
Coco
in
Pebbles has to make a play here. Does take out Chubsy there. Fridge is running back to blue, so Chally Wit It has the space they need to execute here.
And Fridge has made it back to site. It's 2v4, 1 minute left.
They do have bees on Coco, but Fridge takes out Vitro. 3 versus 2.
He's on Coco and Scorpion on Vitro.
Looks like Banjo Man is trying to just get himself into sight and go into the lane there. Lucky does take out Fridge. All left to Coco if he wants to clutch this out. But the bomb is down, so he's got to take all 3 out.
And Lucky's using this shield perfectly to hold the...
I'm a little surprised. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I'm a little surprised to not see Dominator go back up to site or
Yeah.
one of the hatches to protect the plane from there. Just adds another layer of insurance. Coco Pebbles
Who gets 1?
takes out
He's quickly running out of time.
Banjo Man. Almost takes out Lucky, but Dominator's kind of stuck here. He's got to play this.
Oh, Lucky.
Got to go fast there, unless Lucky loses the one, but he
Great
does not
patience
lose
on
his
his
one
part.
when it comes to that. So 2 rounds in a row attack from Chally Wit It. I thought the first round they won was a well executed one. This one was very well executed, but again, I'm a little worried about Chally Wit Its attacks. I think it was 5v2. at one point, and then they got it down to a 3v2 or a 2v3. And you know, I think the little mistakes could come back to punish them for these rounds. Maybe losing a round just when you have those bodies up, not converting.
And all they had to do with all 5 members was just open up server, take out the 2 defenders, then the 3rd one, and that was it.
I like that they kind of reset when it was down to a 3v2, and then they just kind of realized, hey, we got this. We have control of the spots we need to have control of what's set up for the execute, and they were able to get it off, which is led to their round win. Like Raiding the Fridge is going to be back on 2nd floor here, and no walls and island. No, they're going to be able to use the Habana to get the wall open if they're still going. But
we see Capcom, I think the first time in this series.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Capcom there. And Chally Wit It is, that last round they kind of rushed a little bit. So they could, they didn't have to worry about that stuff, but, they do stall out on their attacks a little bit, so maybe the Captain can get a late kill if they're having to force an execute late.
Yep. Force all the time delay, and they'll just get more and more important. Yeah, and you have some good spots there, too, where they'll be potentially running into sight at the last minute.
I like that Coco Pebbles is playing open area here. He's got the Valks with the Nitro below. He can really get a pick if they try to take stock here, and it looks like that is what Chally Wit It is going to try and do. They're going to try and do the square stock take.
And like we have Lee on the Zofia here, creeping up from dirt. May have accidentally tried to pick Nook, but I think Zofia is far more useful.
Absolutely. I love the Zofia pick here. That's a pick on the Patrick.
Great lurk. Great first pick from Benjamin Lee. Speaking of lurk, Fridge is so close too.
Trying to get that refrag.
Yeah.
So a 1-for-1 trade there. I think that goes in the favor of raiding the Fridge there, because they do lose the Zofia impacts, the stuns, so that'll be definitely a big difference.
Yeah, what's the sound effects again on that?
The doof. What about the triple doof?
Yeah, the newly.
Seems like the Fridge made it back to sight here. Intro taken out by Coco, but
Coco lurking below.
He does get doesn't get a refrag, but does get another.
Changing max.
Jacobs is just holding them back right now. 3 Chally members are pushing top square. And it's looking like Dawn's got the top square wall open. And he's going to lay down another exothermic here. It'll be wide open.
With Jacobs, Chubsy can force a one-on-one here, but I'm not sure that he's aware that Coco Pebbles is Jacobs' long desk here. 25 seconds. You have to worry if the cap can's maybe an issue now, but
could be. But
got enough room to.
No cap cans on that side. And Jacobs also can't throw a deployable shield at them to deny the plant.
Now able to go for a plant here. On 1 HP, but Chubsy gets a pick here.
He gets one.
Rich, smart enough. Stay reserved.
Another good hold for raiding the Fridge here on the 2nd floor. I'd like to see if they can apply that to whatever site they choose next. Will they choose basement? What would you do, Bepis?
You gotta run it back on basement, I think. And just maybe play a little less aggressive, maybe more traps, I would say. I've been noticing that raiding the Fridge doesn't really run traps.
No.
Other than the Legion, that's one of Fridge's staple operators.
Yeah, he loves it. But yeah, they've selected open area here.
Interesting. I still think that basement is the right move,
Defenders,
even though you
protect
do
your bombs
lose.
from being defused by
You don't have
attackers.
Cade, so you can't really play wall denial on the 4-5 hatches that site holds. But
Wall secured.
you know, maybe running some traps to hold that out could help with that, or extending into open and popping both the open hatches is also a strategy that some teams use. But opting for open area, I don't think it's a bad option.
Well, it's definitely a viable site. And of interest here, Coco Pebbles remains on the Valkyrie, and
10 seconds
Patrick
left before
is
insertion.
doing the alibi. So is
Station placed.
Patrick
5
decoying
seconds to
himself
go.
as Coco, potentially to throw off Chally?
Attacker's objective is to defuse
Yeah, and
the
he's
bomb.
got drip. He's got the black ice on the bailiff, and then the green black ice on Alibi's submachine gun. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, is it a storm? It's a storm.
I think it's the storm. I think so. Not entirely sure, but we have Chally Wit It running pretty similar ops that they've been running. Dominator rocking the new AR. I think it's the KX something. That Benjamin opting to use Nomad. At operator that hasn't really been picked this. Yeah, but Fridge almost caught his hand in the cookie jar. But
He lurks with Jacuz above.
like he's
Jacuz gets
lucky
lucky.
getting first picked with Jacuz.
No, and that was the duo we faced a lot last week. It wasn't Jacuz,
Vitro
it was
just
Fridge.
misses on Jacuz.
Vitro gets lit
It
up
does.
on the rappel.
Fridge, but
He just misses. I think one of those bars on the window saved Fridge's life.
Andrewman taken out by Coco Pebbles. Coco Pebbles having a game right now. 6-3. Fridge taken out.
Gets his man. And he knows there's another up there. Yeah. And they're pinging out Jacuz's location there.
Vitro using both 2 lion scans already. A little aggressive here, but a little unsuccessful as well.
You could keep the roaming vigil at bay, perhaps. But seems to be back in sight. And we'll have a 4v3 here for the last minute. Oh, Vitro just
Ooh,
got
downs
down.
Vitro. I'm not sure if he knows that he downed Vitro. Does get tagged one more time, but still resible. You do have 20 health when you.
Vitro used the last lion scan here.
Not sure if they are aware of Jacuz on the
Yeah.
marble stairs here.
Looks like Chubsy's looking at him, but couldn't be sure. Yep, Chubsy's. No, he's going down. So he must be just following audio. Well, there is.
He sees Wounds down there.
Yeah.
3v3. They've got Chubsy sandwiched here, but he's got the support that he needs to not get powered here. But Wounds is running back to site.
And time is.
Dominator taken out by Jacuz though. Jacuz just trying to power Chubsy here.
Chubsy's getting
Coco
pushed
Pebbles.
into the corner.
And Coco Pebbles with the
Deagle.
pistol shot. The Juan D. A little bit more smack talk. Interesting. Raiding the Fridge, another round. They're 4 away from winning this tournament.
Yep. Yeah, we're really getting there now, aren't we?
Yeah, and just a little, I think that they're gonna opt to go first floor here. They're not gonna go back to basement, which is an interesting choice here. You have to think for Chally Wit It, they're gonna go full top down
Attackers need to
here.
locate and
Just
defuse
push the second
bombs.
floor, especially with archives. Tellers have so much for.
It's nothing but soft floors.
I believe so, except for I think the couches and the desks you can't really get vert on, but yeah, pretty much just full. It's all soft up there, which is interesting that they don't have a RAM, and as I say that, Dominator selects RAM, so it makes me look stupid. But
They've got that luxury. You do not. They could make their operator picks change.
I think that's something that the attackers. I think it's used to be, I think, a big advantage, but now in today's meta, the defensive gadgets are strong enough to where
Yeah, it's a big
you
puzzle.
can kind of it evens out a little bit. But
yeah,
we get a
dirt push right now.
get a lot of love of Dom. Yeah.
They did have 2 drones top square, so they surely are aware of what's happening in sight.
Yeah, a little interesting to see Patrick all the way up here. It looks like they're gonna go for a coordinated rush here. Patrick messes up the Bepis. Whoa! Gets popped by Chubsy, and they're in sight. Lucky takes out wounds. That's a
right behind the Kiba. Utilizing that. Oh, he's getting tagged. He still has the
Pebbles
Kiba
does
there
take out
protecting
Vitro
him.
there. Down to a 4v3, bomb down. Dominator peppering off some damage. Lucky does win his one against Fridge, and it's all down to Coco Pebbles, the team captain. He decided to get it 4-2 split for his team. Looking like maybe not here. Dominator. Any damage to Coco Pebbles there.
3-3.
And neck here.
Now, is this
And
a
Joe,
defender-sided map? Oh,
I like to say that at a pro league level, I think it's very attacker-sided. But it is... Bank is kind of one of those one-of-a-kind maps where, like, you know, Fortress and Night Haven, they feel very similar. Same with Lair, where there's a lot of map, but also, you know, can be very transparent with where you're pushing. Bank is kind of one of those maps where it's a really big map, but it's small at the same time, because there's the lobby area where it's a big part of the map, but you know, you're so exposed there where you kind of just don't really have a lot of players there, both, you know, pushing from there and both playing there. So it's a big map, but it's a lot smaller than it feels a lot smaller than it actually is.
yeah, especially with all the big angles. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here, as we have a Habana and Dokkaebi ban
Attackers need to locate and defuse
and a
as many
Caden
bombs
ban
as they can.
on the other side. This is likely where the championship is won. Chally defending, raiding the fridge, attacking.
The Hibana ban and the Doke ban, I think, is interesting because you still have a base, so, you know, it is better for basement here to ban the Hibana because you need to use 2 ace charges to pop open a hatch. But also Ace can still throw his Selma charges to open up the elevator hatch. Second floor, so. And then also they leave open, or they leave server hatch open. So maybe leave the opportunity for some flanks here, and Banjo Main going on the Maestro here. I think there's also think it's interesting to note that she's been one of the most powerful operators we've seen in Siege recently. She's really good against the shields. We haven't seen Clash throughout the entire series, which is interesting to me. Patrick does take some damage from Lucky, though. That'll be the first damage of today. And Vitro also playing upstairs. They might catch Patrick being a little overextended here, but it's like he gets to his spot and he's chilling there for now.
That's why you have the hatch open.
Meanwhile, it looks like the rest of raiding the fridge here is just trying to get those hatches open, and Coco brings the can, so do have 2 cans and the fridge can open up. He's opening up one of the open hatches, so.
Oh, I think they've drilled archives.
And he's a little stuck there now, so it could be trouble, and he could be a win con. Smoke plant's very popular on this site, so. Gets taken out by wounds. That's the first pick for raiding the fridge. Bit of a misplay from Chally Wit It. Now they're going to get all those hatches open here. It's going to be
surely they know.
going to be some trouble for.
Be no pressure. They can just leisurely open them all.
Yeah, they do still have Banjoman with all the maestros, and they do have a Goyo, so that could pose some issues. Jcuz is lurking in the garage. Coco playing Marble here, and Chally Wit It, even though it is a 4v5, it is essentially a 3v5 because Banjoman's going to be on the drones for a while, so, you know, in terms of numbers here.
Especially as the clock goes down, yeah. Yep, one more Goyo to open up to deny the plant. Fridge just waiting for him to hop on.
Yeah, and it looks like Wounds is going to try and use the Flores drones to get out the...
Very smart.
Maestros, but it's not working. Lucky
yeah.
takes out Coco here. I'm not sure if they're aware of Jcuz here playing basement, but we're just going back upstairs to cover for the play here. 20 seconds. And they used a Goyo, so it's going to be very difficult for them to push. Jcuz gets taken out. Fridge taken out. A round that I thought definitely could have gone to raiding the fridge. Now looks all Chally Wit It with a Maestro still on the board and Goyo firing Chally too.
Maestro's still up, so yeah, that's that.
And Wounds taken out by the Maestro.
It's one of those icons you just love to see in the kill feed.
Absolutely. Good recovery round from Chally Wit It after losing one of their win cons in the Warden very early on. But you know, Wounds was just not able to use those Flores drones effectively to get out the Maestros, and they ended up paying for it. You know, not having to play super aggressive, preventing that plant off with the Maestros. So.
Yeah, that's an element where
Attackers
siege
need to
timing
locate
can
and defuse bombs.
come and help you and harm you. Sometimes you can just blow up those Maestro cams, no problem with a Flores drone, but other times Maestro's right on top of it.
Yeah, and it's not that. I think they brought the right into it because they also had Sophia. They had operators that can take out the Flores or the Maestro cams, but just nothing.
Yeah, the Deuce were occupied while she used her cam.
Window barricade up!
We got ourselves a second floor defense here.
Might as well make a light show out of
As
it.
Chally Wit It do take a 4-3 lead.
remaining.
As we'll probably say every round here. Countdown to the
Attackers'
championship.
objective is to defuse a
And
bomb.
they're just 3 wins away from that.
And that's something to note that, you know, they've won a minimum of 3 rounds of defense every single map today. Averaging 4 right now because, you know, they won 5 on Fortress. So attack's really where they had issues, but getting that 3-3 split, you know, maybe that's his to, you know, getting that the minimum of 3 rounds maybe was the most important thing for Chally Wit It.
Yeah. That
Coco
could
Pebbles
spell
gets
the difference.
popped by a slug from Retro. Coco Pebbles down and picked off.
Doofs this round.
Losing the triple doof there, and Vitro is peppered up, takes a decent amount of damage there, but
He's still got an incredible angle there.
does trade some damage
on the umbrella.
little unfortunate that there's no Thunderbird though.
Reloading.
Vitro
Cover me.
taking out Fridge. He's got 2 picks in stock there.
That is deadly.
Playing that power position extremely well.
When Dom's on cams here, he's surely telling them of Jcuz's position lurking below.
Absolutely, they have to know about it, or they've got Patrick playing the windows. They've got Wounds playing
Yeah.
Marble here, and Jcuz gonna have to push up a double barb spiral.
Yeah, 2 barbs. I don't know. Yeah, all the attackers are pretty spread out here.
Yeah, but Patrick just enters into sight with the case. They now know where case is, and it's a 5 versus 2 here.
1 minute left.
So Jcuz both at full health, but don't having to push up bank, second floor. There's a lot of cross angles you can hold. Chally with it. Choosing to stay a little more reserved here. Jacuz takes some damage here. Gets taken out by Lucky. It's all into wounds, and Chubsy takes him out. Flawless round from Chally with it. Now they're up 5-3. You can feel the momentum start to shift a little.
And it's not just momentum, Bepis. It is championship on the line.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's round, it's cushion. You're losing cushion there. You know, you don't have rounds you can afford to lose anymore. You know, Fridge, there's 4 rounds remaining. You can only lose 1 of those 3 rounds if you want to survive.
And even then,
Defenders,
that
protect
could
your
be
bombs from
heartbreaking
being defused
if
by
you do.
attackers.
And so we find ourselves in another round 9 situation where it's a really big momentum swing here.
Absolutely. And they are opting to pick open area. Their archives has been picked only once in the entire tournament, has a 0% win rate on it for defense. So Chally with it, taking notes on that. Going there, but they leave Quadwell unreinforced as of right now. It's definitely a little bit of scary play.
We do have 4 reinforcements left. So. Yeah, it looks like Banjo
Looks like. And Dominator on the Frost, that's a play I really like here. I think Frost is underrated, especially with Thorn being picked a lot. It does have a link for 7 seconds. Oh, I didn't even think about the synergy. I think she's a little underrated unless you... She's kind of like Cav in that sense, where if you don't see her, or if you don't like scan her or are aware of her, and you know, kind of like Capcan, where if you just put them in random ass spots, you're gonna get hit by it and get put to 20 with a limp for a minute.
You know, and there's been years where people would always be looking down and shooting when they enter and vault in, but I think Frost has been nerfed enough that you probably don't do that.
Vitro taking out Fridge, but not a refrag, but you know, another pick happening.
Quickly in a 4v4.
Go 4v4, a lot of pressure put on Vitro here. He's holding upstairs. He's also holding Vitro.
There goes Patrick on the fuse.
And Jacob's a little stuck here. He can't really fall back because Lucky's watching those holes there. Jacob's in a really tough position, and it looks like Coco Pebbles and Wounds are going for an execute here while they have the Glaz and the Yings. Coco Pebbles taking out Dom, doesn't trade it out there. Surviving. Jacob's still stuck here in this fight. Looks like Chally with it's just gonna fall back, except for Vitro.
Quickly joining his teammate here, Wounds.
Dubsy goes to swing them. I don't even know if he gets a lick advantage here. But Lucky taking that shake. And now we are on to match point. I would be a little surprised if we don't see a timeout here from Raiding the Fridge.
Yeah, this is the last
and that will of course
possible
happen
moment.
after the ban. Like the Azami, hate to be that guy, Coco, but there's not an apostrophe. At want. But no timeout here from Raiding the Fridge. I'm a little surprised to see this, and Fridge brings out the Monty. So Ying is banned, as well as the Azami.
The Azami, yeah.
Hold the stock, which has been the result of what, like 4 picks in the last 2 rounds. So
yeah, Vitro
definitely been a big
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Looks like Chally with it is going to go to basement to try and
secure the
you know, close this tournament out. Yeah. Yeah, it feels. I mean, it's It's here. This is the final. This could be the final round of Circus Pro League Season 1. So I'm, it's a little suspenseful now. They're really on.
And surely all
They're
of
not
our
even at point.
viewers will be remembering right where they are, right now, at this moment.
Patrick on the Ash here. On the Thermite here. It looks like actually the UI is saying he's swapping from Thermite to Thermite, which that doesn't make sense. But we do see Fridge on the here, which is a little interesting. Cocoa Pebbles,
And
the
Spawn
only
Rush
player on his team positive.
That is true.
But we've got Banjo Man, the team captain, actually having the worst KD out of anyone on his team. But 4 and 5, when that's the worst KD on your team, your team's doing something right. But have open. Looks like they're just giving control of open area right now. So. A lot of map control for Raymond Bridge early on here.
And with lots of
Curious
time.
to see how this plays out.
Got 2 minutes here.
2 minutes. They've already got 2 hatches open.
All hatches open. Yeah, what is your opinion on opening this elevator and lobby hatch? I notice a lot of people kind of overlook them.
I think it's good. A lot of people don't expect the backstab vault, especially when you're going for that server execute here. And just as I say that, V-Trip takes out Patrick, but Fridge gets the refrag.
It's a pistol, yeah.
A little bit of an overheat there.
All Fridge needs is a gun.
Yeah, I think it's a good option, especially when you're going for that server execute, where you smokes down, all that stuff, and then someone drops the ult to flush out a Maestro or an Echo. That's pushing there, so yeah. It looks like Jake has.
Yeah, they got the elevator.
Taken out by Dominator dies though. They're in vault now. Both Coco and Fridge in vault.
Chubsy on 1 health. They might get a get shot midair.
Receiving impact! Hello there!
There's a couple of doofs.
And the triple doof unsuccessful there. Coco trying to get a pick there. Chubsy 1 HP there, but a little aggressive here. They know where the last one is. They just know it's 2 in vault, but Chelsea very low on HP. Lucky gets peppered down. Banjo Man gets peppered down as well, and he's dead. Having to go upstairs for that retake now, and Chubsy has to win this one against Cocoa Pebbles. Not sure if Wounds knows. He's on a cam right now.
Lucky might be waiting for a post there.
Absolutely, and 30 seconds left.
Lucky
takes him out. It's a 2v2.
Yeah, and the clock keeps ticking down. He could be at match and championship point here.
And Lucky takes him out. It's all
hatch.
down to the team captain. 10 seconds left. Lucky might have just made the play of the tournament here to close out the victory for his team. He's got to just stick the plant now. And he saves KD. Chally Wit It. The victors.
There we have it. Circus
In the last round. I
Pro League
cannot believe you
Season
KD
1.
saved it.
There are your champions.
Cannot believe it.
MVP, not just Lucky, with a couple amazing kills there at the end.
What a game.
GG's.
Who did that?
GG's.
Hey, GG's to 3 a.m. That was a baller match.
Dude, my fucking asshole's still puckered.
That was a very stressful match. Yeah. Congratulations to Chally Wit It, and congratulations to Rating the Fridge for second place. It's still, a very honorable placement.
Yeah, very strong.
Just the fact that you were able to compete in the grand finals, take Chally Wit It to map 3 is a testament to how good you guys played in this tournament.
I told you at the start, Bepis, if you can win a round, you can win a map. If you can win a map, you can win a game. And this was a phenomenal showing from them.
And if you
Proud
get
of my
ahead-
guys as well, obviously.
Yeah. And yeah, the post match interview. Lee, we thought, it was over when you guys had won 5 rounds on the first half of Fortress. And you ended up not taking a single attack there. Was there any mental, reset you guys had to do? What was going on through you guys' heads when Raiding the Fridge kind of just showed that resilience and came back and won, and not even in overtime, but in regulation.
We stopped playing strats. We weren't playing smart. We weren't holding the things our teammates were asking us to hold. There was a whole lot of just miscoordination, I think. We were uncoordinated in the second half of Fortress, and I think it really, really showed. Some of the stuff is default. When we swung the mattress hall there, central hall on Fridge, and he not only sat me down, but he sat Lucky the fuck down. Stuff like that we just didn't need to chow at all. We could have completely ignored that threat with the Nomad on the door. And we kind of egoed it and got put in our place for it. Stuff like the Vigil flanking us upstairs while we're going for the plant. Plant was down. We knew what we needed to hold. And the comm came out to hold that run up, and it just didn't get held. We got shot in the back. This is a very, very good play on their part to essentially bait it out, wait for the time, and they played it well. The amount of times that game went to a 1v1 shows how close that match was.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations for the victory. Is there anything that you felt was just the biggest key to your guys' victory today?
I think a lot of it has to do with the time put in. A lot of us have, since this tournament started, been inspired to move into more competitive marks. We're trying to get better. We're constantly trying to improve. We're spending time for our tournament side of things in calls, going over strats. And obviously, this isn't our dedicated roster for that. But genuinely just trying to improve and trying to learn how to work with each other so that we can improve. It's just at this point, I think we just got to stop letting the nerves get to us and stay locked in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congratulations, Lee, and congratulations to you guys. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pivot to Coco. There was the Fortress map. Both teams won their respective maps. Um, did the do you felt like the momentum tracked into Bank, or what was the main factor that kind of went wrong on Bank?
Yeah, I think a lot of the momentum went into Bank, but then we started making plans and then just not executing them.
I understand. Yeah, I saw both you and Patrick go on the alibi there. It's been a big talk of the tournament. Do you think she's your favorite operator to go? Do you think that she needs a buff or needs a nerf, or is she right where she is?
Yeah, I think Alibi needs a buff, of course. Any buff to Alibi is a buff to me.
There we
She
go.
needs 1.5 back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as I said before, you guys played your hearts out there, and I felt like both teams kind of left it all on the field. And yeah, congratulations on I know it's not the result you guys wanted, but even getting second place, a very big accomplishment.
Yeah, great showing. Yeah, and I have a question about speaking of alibi there. In one of those later Bank rounds, you stuck with Valk there, and Patrick, you took alibi. Were you trying to be Coco's Prisma there, Patrick?
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of thought additional. Then just wanted to use her, but yeah.
Pretty sure I only played Alibi one round that whole 3 maps.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it was one round on Fortress.
One on Fortress, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's all the questions I have. And
yeah, I guess I have just one kind of